going on, you lot? Welcome back to another episode of the Voice of Reason podcast. And I'm here, your host, Paul Fields, and
I'm here, Katie Wills, as the co-host.
yeah, man, we're back with another episode. You know what I'm saying? As always, if you don't know the usual, make sure you guys follow all of our social media platforms. View our podcasts on YouTube. You guys will see it all in the description as well for our Instagram, Twitter, and also TikTok. We're looking to be posting a clip every single day on TikTok, so make sure you guys follow that if you want the short form content. Because we know a lot of you guys cannot watch a whole podcast, or you may not have the time. Anything you want to say, Wills?
And this plan, just to keep reiterating, make sure you follow the TikTok, the thingy, and if you have a question you want to ask, anything you want to say, feel free to comment on those videos so we can see them. We do watch them. We do see those. We do see the comments.
Yeah.
We do see the comments. I'm saying again.
For real.
But,
you not got any type of topics you don't want us to cover, like let us know in the comments and we'll cover those topics in the next episodes.
100%. Or any questions you want to ask in general, or to feel free to follow both our social medias if you want to have a personal conversation, or even.
Yeah. Also, I do want to say I appreciate those who reached out to me talking about the new production that we got going on the podcast. It was actually Will's idea to upgrade it to this specifically. So like, you lot, shout outs to Will's because he showed me, obviously we're using StreamYard now. So he showed me this and I was like, okay, let's get onto this and modify it, make things, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout outs to Will's, man. But I appreciate all the kind words. You lot have been supporting it and
thank you guys.
You lot have been liking the new layout, man. So appreciate you lot.
Thank you for liking the videos in the comments. You ready?
Yeah, make sure you don't like the videos as well. Like the podcast. It gets us a lot more visibility and gets us more into the algorithm. But it definitely helps us out a lot.
100%. All right.
So, are you ready to get into this?
Oh, God, as ready as I ever be.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Bro. Sure. I don't see. There's the thing. I have no idea how long the podcast is going to be. I don't have that many topics. I have about 4. But knowing us, we end up talking a lot. So I have no clue how long this is going to be, fam.
You go crazy when we speak, so I don't mind.
I have no idea. You want to go first or shall I go first? Oh, also, before we start, you lot don't know how we run the show. We come to this podcast and we gather our own individual topics. I come with some topics I bring to the table. Will's comes with some topics he brings to the table. We don't tell each other what topics are. So when we actually bring these to discussion, it's the first time we're actually hearing these questions or these topics being brought up. It makes it more exciting because it comes straight off the dome. We're not preparing for these. We prepare for our own topics.
Off the dome.
We don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. Do you want to start or should I start?
If I start, it's going to be I have a triple barreled question. So I'll let you start first.
You think your one's a lot? My one, I can't lie. I don't mind. Barreled.
A question after a question after a question. Are you sure?
Okay. I'll start.
Up to you. I'm just saying.
Let me pop it off real quick.
Oh yeah. Also,
let me pop it off real quick.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Check the chat real quick.
Yeah. No, go ahead, bro. Yeah.
Oh, good.
All right. So I want to go. My first topic here. You lot see. I'm gonna talk about these streaming platforms here. You don't know we got Twitch, we got Kick, and we got Rumble.
Rumble, do we?
Yes.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
No. I mean, we're not on Rumble.
No, but who is on Rumble?
There's people on Rumble.
What, Sneeko? Who else?
There's Sneeko. You got Fresh and Fit podcasters on Rumble as well.
Are they?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, fair enough then. Okay.
And you got the Tate brothers on Rumble. Andrew Taylor's brother on Rumble as well.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Speed and Kais and that have like a joint Rumble contract thing going on. Yeah, like a show that they do on Rumble.
Did they still do that? I thought that was like done. I thought it was like one.
I mean, I don't know if they're still on it right now, but I know that they definitely were on there, and it's a thing that they do on there. But
damn, fair.
Yeah, there's definitely people on Rumble. People go. We'll talk about these questions and we'll see why people are on Rumble as well. I just want to put it out there real quick. I just want to ask, right? Mm-hmm. So, what do you think is overall the best streaming platform currently right now?
I mean, that's a bit hard because I'm only on one platform, so it feels like I'm gonna be a bit biased. But I'm probably
Right.
gonna say Twitch because it's the most stable. It's been there for the longest,
Mm,
and it's still competing with the other two. I obviously
yeah.
saw something recently that apparently Twitch are losing money, and that Amazon are just keeping them in track. I saw something, I can't remember exactly where it was, but it was like from the head saying they're not really making money. So I was like, oh. But in
Mm,
terms of like, I guess, layout, interface, and obviously genres and stuff, I think I'm gonna say Twitch because it's the only thing I've been on.
yeah.
Kick has had some crazy stuff in their TOS, but then again, so did Twitch. Twitch had something crazy literally 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. So mm,
What does, because obviously they've both had like incidents with their TOS stuff, yeah.
oh yeah.
But this ain't even part of my notes, but I just wanted to quickly throw it in there. Like which one do you think is worse with when it comes to
What
TOS?
infringements?
When it comes to like applying TOS?
Oh, applying TOS.
Yeah, which platform do you think is worse? When it comes to things you're allowed and not allowed to do, or you get banned wrongfully, like which one actually makes more sense with what they do when they ban people or when they don't ban people?
You know what? Previously, I would have said, nah, him am I kidding? There's no previously. I think it's just gonna be Twitch. I don't think it'll be Kick, I'll be honest with you. I barely think about Rumble, so Rumble's not to me, it's not in this conversation. But
Mm,
with Kick, like, yeah, with Kick, I've seen some crazy stuff, but then at the same time, it's like it's only just started kind of thing. Like it's relatively still new compared to Twitch. Twitch has been
yeah.
out for so long, but its TOS has done a backflip so many different times. Like I can't tell what's allowed, what isn't allowed, and then people getting banned is yeah. I feel like it'd be Twitch, short answer, low key.
Yeah. I feel like um the thing is Twitch has always like in the past advertised itself as a streaming platform, but mainly it was about the gaming
Yeah,
aspect.
gaming platform, stream platform. Yeah,
So when stuff like when people get banned for things that have nothing to do with gaming or anything, and it's like whether it's hot top stream or whatever the new meta is nowadays,
the new meta.
it's a lot worse
Yeah,
because the platform advertises itself as a gaming platform. Whereas you look at Kick, the way Kick started, Kick
mm.
never really advertised itself as a gaming platform. It advertised
Or like
itself
a
live stream.
gambling. Oh,
But
okay.
there's the gambling side to it still,
Mm.
but the platform itself is not there to gamble. It's there to live stream.
Yeah.
So what you
Well,
go on there doesn't have to be gaming. It doesn't
no.
advertise itself as, oh, if you go on this platform, you're probably a gamer. It's, oh, if you go on this platform, you probably go live.
Yeah.
Whatever you're going live. So I feel like when stuff happen on that platform, what is allowed is, I guess, more accepted because you
Mm.
don't go there thinking, oh, I'm going to go and watch some games. It's like, oh, I'm going to go and watch a live stream that may be
Yeah.
about anything. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
I mean, I hear it, but there are some instances where they've kind of gone, well, people are just testing. But then again, people do it on Twitch too. I did see
Yeah,
some things that were very testing the limits, right?
testing the limits. Yeah.
I think, like, first time I saw Kick, the first thing someone did, Aiden Ross literally showed porn on there. That was one thing. Then he got striked for
Yeah.
that. The second time, someone was getting head on the stream. He was sharing it, and then on the stream, and then bang, he got a ban for that, but he came back.
Yeah.
And then the third one, which was very recently on my Twitter, I don't know why this was on my Twitter. I think Drama Alert, is that what they're called? Drama Alert on YouTube.
Twitter
He has a
page.
Twitter. I think that's Keemstar who does that. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Drama Alert. Either way, someone on Kick, literally, you can't see it, but you can hear it. Someone brought a prossy into his car and then he just got things cracking and then he was driving prostitute.
I did
So
not see that, fam. What the
prossy.
hell?
Yeah, no, it literally was on my feed the other day.
Oh.
I was like, what the hell? But obviously you can't see it, you can hear him, but you can
Yeah.
just see like the camera in the thingy and he's driving away and then he's chat saying stuff. And I had to look into the comments a bit to get a bit of the background. But yeah, it's basically pussy. I was like, whoa.
That's wild, man. It's like, yeah, people are always gonna try and push the limit and test what, like they're gonna keep trying to like push the limit on seeing what is allowed, what they can get away with until
100%.
they get banned and stuff.
No,
And
definitely.
then another thing is this whole getting banned thing. I see this more on Twitch than anywhere else.
Yeah.
This whole getting banned thing is getting a bit silly because there's a lot of people that do certain things, whether it's on purpose or not. I'm not claiming they're doing it on purpose, but I'm saying whether it's on purpose or not, when they do it and get banned, they know they're not gonna get banned permanently. They're gonna get banned and they're gonna come back at some point, whether it's a week or a month later. And when they
So,
do come back, the publicity they got from being banned gets them more attention than they had before as well. So it's like it's getting banned the new meta now. Do you do something to purposely
crazy.
get banned, which will boost your visibility and boost your views?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
And then you just get more popular from that. Whether it's promoting your Instagram, OnlyFans, whatever it is.
Yeah, see,
Getting banned just brings more attention to you.
Was gonna ask because it feels like, does this apply to like? I can't say that. Does this apply to like?
What are you about to say, bro? What are you about to say?
You don't want to know. I was gonna say, does this like mainly apply to like female streamers? What you're saying, or is it more applied?
It could apply to anyone. I think anyone.
OnlyFans, I was thinking. I can't imagine it. I don't know any brothers on OnlyFans, but
no, not even just OnlyFans. I'm talking about just anything. That was just an example because majority of the people getting banned on stream so far has been people that like have OnlyFans and stuff. But it could also apply to anyone. Like you could do something to go viral. It could be a male streamer. You could do something to go viral, knowing you could potentially get banned. You're trying to bend the rules a little bit, and then you get banned. But that viral clip goes everywhere on the internet, and then now you've got way more attention than you had before, even though you got banned.
I'm sure that's what Actual Speed's done like multiple times. I show me.
Bro, do you think that was? I don't even know if that was on purpose, Sam.
I feel like it was because how much things does he do? Like, do you know, like the amount of clips I've seen this guy have, like, of moments where he's done something crazy, someone would have got banned for, but he didn't get banned for. That was one thing. That, and it was. I'm not judging, but it was over a robot. I
don't even remember what clip it was.
It was 5 minutes.
I just remember the hashtag on Twitter. I was scrolling through Twitter and everyone was just on that hashtag. Like, I was like, bro, what's going on?
So basically, do you know what happened? Do you know what happened?
No, I know he was on stream and then he got up or something.
Okay, so basically, he was playing, I think, Five Nights at Freddy's or something like that. You know, the horror game that has like the robots. Yeah. He saw one of the robots, one of the girl robots, I think, if you can even call that one, called Chica. He saw her on the screen, and obviously he got up and he was like thrusting his hips. But this would have been fine if he was wearing clothes, but the brother was in his boxers. So he did that. Then he realized what he did. He was like, oh my God, bro. And then Aisha Meat came. His dad started violating it too. Everyone started violating it. And then, yeah.
Bro, wait, what? My thing is, why did his dad make a whole song about it, bro? Did you see?
He made a song about it. I didn't even know that.
Bro, his dad made a whole song about it. I don't know why he done that.
No, are you serious? Like,
bro, he made a whole like tune. I'm pretty sure I'm not capping right now. I remember hearing the whole song. Yeah. It was a bit mad.
That's crazy to hear. I can't lie.
But I'm getting a bit off topic, fam. I just want to know, in terms of the viewer experience for Twitch, Kick, or Rumble. Obviously, for you, it's probably Twitch and Kick, since you're not really familiar with Rumble, right?
Yeah.
What has a better viewing experience as the viewer? When you watch a stream, what's a better viewing experience?
Well, I'd probably still say Twitch, to be honest with you, because I feel like Twitch on it. Because, like, I mean, I do watch streams sometimes. Sometimes I don't, but I can watch more sometimes. But like when I do watch people's streams, like obviously it gives you a lot of accessibility for you to add different filters and things for your stream. Obviously, you can add your own stuff from your own screen layout, and then Twitch gives you the opportunity to add like a death counter or like a decision maker thing. Obviously, your computer will be optimized and stuff like that. But like they add.
I mean, like as the viewer though. Say you're the viewer watching another streamer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no, 100%.
As a viewer.
Yeah, no, because there's things that you can definitely add to Twitch that make it accessible for your viewers to watch. So like, let's say like the death counter thing, your viewers will be able to turn in and see instead of typing a command. That some people have to type a command and enter it out. Like that, like visually, outside of like obviously the bit rate and stuff and the quality of the stream and stuff, like they do add some stuff that could be more appealing to people watching. I feel like as a viewer, it's fine. The only thing is though, when you're watching certain streamers, for example,
Yeah.
this happened. I know this happened. It always happens. When the Tekken channel, on that Tekken channel on the stream, the mods don't exist because the chat goes wild. It goes wild on the Tekken thing, and I don't know why. It's a lot to deal with, to be honest with you. But every time there's like a major event on Tekken, it's just huge. You just see stuff like that. But yeah, outside of that, I feel like the viewership's really good. I don't think there's a lot of problems with that. But outside of people, yeah.
I'd say I think it's kind of 50-50 because on one end, the interface for Twitch, the UI and all the features that it has, I think it's superior. The platform's been out for a longer time. It's got superior 100%. Features. It's got more stuff going for it. And when you're watching as a viewer. But on the other side it's hard to watch a stream if you're not subbed.
That's
the amount of ads on Twitch right now is absolutely ridiculous.
Forces
like
you
it's
to
actually
stop.
insane. Like you gotta watch mad ads, then watch maybe 30 minutes, 45, maybe an hour, and then mad ads again. There's so many people that will watch a stream. As soon as the ad comes on, they'll click off and they just don't want to watch like 12 ads in a row. Like they're just not gonna sit there and watch that.
Bro, I don't think there's an option to even take off ads in the website. They come up at one point. Like ad manager comes on, but
yeah,
you can
take off ads completely outside of like you can take off ads completely outside of like I think there's a pre-roll ads. I think that's like the ads that start at the beginning of the stream, and then you get through that, and then you can watch the stream and you can take off all the other ads as the streamer. But obviously, you don't make no money from that if you do that.
Yeah,
if you have the ad, you have to monetize off of it.
That's true. I think the ads thing only really adds up if you have like a lot of viewers. So if you're someone that's like starting up or you're new and you're trying to get viewers, that having ads on your views and your affiliate will probably turn people away, unless they're already like close with your brand and they generally like to be on your stream.
It depends, right? Like if you already have it doesn't even have to be a lot of viewers. It can be like a decent amount of viewers. Yeah, and if you stream for enough hours as well, like if you're streaming for an hour and a half and you've got mad ads running, it's not good. If you're streaming for a good amount of hours and you run a few ads here and there, that's all right with a decent following.
Yeah, that's true. And if you like space, because I know ad manager allows you to space how much ads you have during the thing, and obviously you can snooze it 3 times. I think for the whole thingy. Obviously, but I can't like some people will overdo it and do I like my money, so they're gonna add loads of ads, make you feel like you're watching like a Bleach filler episode or filler arc or something.
All right, hold on, chill out.
That's what it feels like sometimes when you get put in them ads, like Genji, so you're just stuck in filler land.
Man said a Bleach fit, bro. If you don't know, Bleach is my favorite anime, and he just shot me right now.
Bro, I can't lie. Filler in that show is something else, but that's a whole nother thing. Filler.
I'm gonna let that go.
It's burning you in it.
I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it slide. Like I'm gonna let it go.
I mean, it's just a fact in there about the arcs, but it's what it is.
All right, bro. But I can't lie. For Kick though, on the other hand, obviously I said about Twitch. It's got a good interface, got a good UI, but the ads kind of let it down because they could add a feature where like you could still be able to watch the stream and hear the stream, have the ads not take up too much of the screen, and but
that's true.
But anyways, I was gonna say for Kick though, the experience is better in terms of you're not watching ads 24/7.
Oh.
It's not the same like on Twitch. And also the type of content that is allowed on Kick allows certain type of content that's not allowed on Twitch, for example.
Well, like
for example, I guess gambling too. However, I was more so going to when Kick started, what was taken off and which is still taken off right now. People go on Omegle. Well, Omegle doesn't exist anymore.
Oh yeah.
But people use like the Monkey app, all them like face-to-face, one-on-one, all them face-to-face, one-on-one live stream,
random
chat apps. A lot of people have been doing that on Kick because you can do that on Kick. on Twitch, you can't really do that because of risk of nudity, for example.
That's very true.
You
So
can't
wait,
control when the other person's gonna do something random or flash you, and then it's like, oh, the
yeah,
stream saw it, now you're banned.
yeah, so for you,
On
100%.
Kick, it's not really like that. On Kick, they actually take into consideration how the situation happened. For example, if someone flashed on stream, but it wasn't your fault, it was an accident. You were just talking to someone on the app
And he
and
just
they
did it.
done it, and then you clicked off or whatever. That's not really your fault. You may not actually get banned for that. However, on Twitch, if it happened, it
Yeah,
happened. You're just gonna get banned for that. You're just not gonna get away with it.
100%.
Whether you meant to do it or whether you didn't, you're out.
100%. I've
Kick
seen
Kick
people
takes
get
more.
worse.
Yeah, Kick takes it more into consideration how the situation happened as to, oh, it just happened, so we don't care.
You know what? When you said that, I've just thought of a situation that happened on Twitch. It was so stupid. It was so silly. There's someone was streaming
Yeah.
Valorant or whatever she was streaming, yeah. And obviously she went away for a second, left the thing open. Then her child went on to like, I think her child was like 4, 5, I don't know, went into the room. And because that child was in the room and he was on the camera, it became a TOS thing and she got banned for it. And I was like, what? It was so silly. She got banned because her child went into the room because, yeah, literally child went in wandering around, saw the camera, stayed where the camera was. And then she got banned for that. And they're obviously, there's no reason for why that's banned. And then people who literally, it's around the same time I told you the other day, or like without I think the third fastcast, where I told you that someone literally busted open and they were temporarily banned and came back. While this
I
woman,
remember that.
yeah. Whereas this woman literally wasn't even in shot, didn't even know her kid went into the room, but got banned. It wasn't temporarily as well. It was for a while. It was like one of the long ones, a long ban. So I
That's
don't
crazy.
know if she appealed it, but yeah,
That's
stuff like
actually
that.
wild.
One thing
That's
I've learned
crazy.
about Kick as well, sorry, not Kick, sorry, Twitch, is that they don't usually react to things quick enough. Like when some certain things happen, major things happen, they're not quick to respond. So you can be looking at there for ages.
Yeah.
Like it's only with this TOS that they when they done the nudity thing for art, that was the only time where it became a drastic measure they had to do. But I think that's because their
Because
stakeholders were involved.
and also because on Twitter people have an uproar about it. Like it was like a huge thing. It had so many interactions of people hating and people, well, not even hating, just people damn near rioting about the decision. So they had to like flip it back. And that's another thing I was going to talk about, like communication on socials. When Kick first came about, there was, even now, there's a lot of like instant communication as to the plan that they have for the platform, like what they want to do next. Just interacting with the community in general.
Yeah.
But like Twitch doesn't do that enough. Twitch will take a while, make a decision, make a change, and then people either like it or they don't like it. If they don't like it, it'll probably stay. But if people make too much noise about it, they'll be like, "Oh, we're gonna reverse this change. We made a mistake." Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
But with Kick, they actually listen and they actually just communicate way more with their audience in general, which is better for a platform you're actually trying to stream on.
100%, it should.
Have way more communication, yeah.
It doesn't make sense why they wouldn't communicate stuff like that when that would just deter someone from streaming on your platform when they damn well didn't do anything wrong.
It's wild, but my next one was money and payouts. Now, this is not for the viewer now. This is for the actual streamer.
Oh, money and payout. Oh, God.
Yeah, when it comes to just money in general. Are you aware of like the split for Kick?
Yeah, it's like it's not 64. It's like 70 something, right? 70 30? Or is it more than that?
Well, it's I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was 95-5.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
95. You get 95, they get 5. If I'm not mistaken, that's what it was. I streamed on Kick as well. I don't stream on Kick anymore, but I did stream on Kick for a while.
But that was the split. Jesus, that's really good. That's way better than Twitch's one.
100%. Twitch takes 50%, bro.
Yeah, 50%.
Unless you're like partnered or have a specific contract.
Partner, they switched that. It used to be, I think 60-40 or something like that. Twitch used, and then now they said that they were gonna make it I remember because this like Twitch people had like
some people had specific things. Some people had a 50-50 when they were partnered. Some people had like a 60-40 when they were partnered. And to this day, some people still have contracts where they still have better deals than others.
That's true. I remember them saying that they were going to issue out a thingy where basically partners and affiliates were going to get the same kind of payout. And I remember people in uproar, like, it was like, why did I work this way to get to partner for you to now say, okay, we're still going to take way more of your money now?
Yeah.
Like, it's nuts. And even now, yeah, and the amount you had, I don't know what the payout for Kick is, but like, I know the amount you had to kind of make before you got a payout before on Twitch was like 100. You had to make like 100. And
now it's 50, right? I think
50,
it's 50.
Yeah. So now you get 50 basically, more or less. It's not too bad now. I don't know Kick
on Kick, there's actually no, you just have to be affiliate, I believe. On Kick, there's no minimum amount. I'm pretty sure at least when I was on there, that's what it was. Whatever you make is what you will get.
Really?
Yeah. You'll still be able to get your payout.
That's super good. So then what? Whatever you make,
and you can also like cash out whenever you want. You don't really have to wait until a certain date.
Wait, what? You can wait till the end of the month?
Yeah.
So there's no like quarter or like a quota you need to make before you can just cash out, or is it
you can pretty much, you have a lot more freedom to cash out when you want, as to so it's on this specific day it all comes.
So let's say, for example, you got, I'll say 20 subs in one stream. That's about what, 50 or something like that?
20 subs. What's the subs on Kick?
Actually, yeah, I don't know what the sub difference is as well. How much is sub?
I think it's still like $4.99 or $3.99 on mobile or something like that.
Like £5 or something like that. So similar to Switch.
Yeah, pretty much similar to Twitch.
So let's say like, that's what, 50 or something like that. Anyway, let's say like all of them are not Prime subs, but like Twitch subs, like not Twitch subs, but like Kick subs, like affiliate proper. Would you be able to just be like, yo, okay, I've made that in the stream done, let me just withdraw it like it's an ATM? Would you be able to do that? Or is it kind of a thing you have to pick when you want it done, but you couldn't do it like the exact time or day?
I'm actually not sure if you could do it on the spot. I want to say I think you could.
Because they could. That's the game changer.
It is. It definitely is. But don't take my word for that though. But I do know they're a lot more lenient on being able to cash out and when you can cash out. They're a lot more lenient on that.
That's stupid good. Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I was also gonna say with Rumble, because we've been talking about Kick and Twitch for a while, Rumble, I was gonna talk a little bit about the advantages of streaming on Rumble. Rumble does have an advantage that Twitch and Kick don't have.
This sounds like a sponsored video. But yeah, go on.
Nah, but that is, Rumble allows the most amount of free speech out of all three platforms.
Okay, so by free speech, I mean you can say anything you want.
Meaning you can speak your mind a lot more freely without the platform itself banning you from their platform
or canceling you for it. Okay.
Whether it's being explicit, or it's speaking about a specific topic that is controversial and people don't agree with your opinion, you can do that on Rumble for the most part, and you will not be removed from the platform or banned.
Really?
Yeah. Kick is a lot more free speech than Twitch is as well, but Kick is still not all the way there with it.
Okay,
Rumble is damn near all the way there.
Damn. So it's like that's why the Tape Brothers are basically on there. So it's kind of like, what's going to put in like perspective, it's kind of like South Park, because you know how unfiltered they are. It's kind of like that kind of stuff.
Basically.
Yeah, because like Family Guy is like, it's crazy, but it's a limit. South Park is there is no limit. It's just whatever. So you're saying it's kind of like that in that sense, and then Twitch is like Simpsons or something.
Basically, no, that's actually a good analogy. It basically is like on Rumble, you can really speak your mind for the most part, as long as you're not literally dead wrong on what you're saying, like in terms of like craziness. If you actually have a point, but it's just that people don't agree with it or don't want to believe, you're fine. Like, you're actually fine on that.
The thing is, I feel like
on Twitch,
really bad. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
I was gonna say on Twitch, a lot of the time you have to be like politically correct. Otherwise, it goes into one clip, then Twitch sees it on Twitter or whatever platform, and then your channel might be in trouble all of a sudden.
even if you corrected it after that clip, but someone clip that specific moment, even though you talked about it afterwards or sorted it out afterwards.
Yeah, you're still done. Even if you're still done. The clip's already out there.
Them, buddy.
Cooked.
Yeah,
you're cooked, man.
you're not taking that.
You're actually cooked.
That is actually crazy. So then, like, I can't. Free speech sounds like I don't know. I don't know if I've just been.
Do you think free speech exists right now? Like,
Yes.
do you think you can go on Twitch and actually talk about whatever you want to talk about freely?
See, that's the thing, because like free speech is such like a, I want to say philosophical, it's not philosophical, but it's such like a what do you call it term. Whenever I think of free speech, I'm thinking of negatives. I'm not thinking of, oh, I'm able to say what I want. I'm thinking of, oh, I can be as crazy as I want. Because I think I've just been every time I see free speech, I'm always seeing people saying the most crazy and heinous of stuff. You got people being racist, people saying racist slurs and all of that stuff.
I mean,
it's like,
when I say free speech, I don't mean being malicious to anyone, though. You can have free speech and not actually be malicious to anybody. That's not what I mean. When I say free speech, I just mean having certain opinions on specific topics that the majority of people don't agree with, but you genuinely believe that, but you're not going to support what you actually believe to sound correct to random people. You're going to actually speak your actual opinion on what you actually believe, whether most people believe it or not. And that might come across as rude or just wrong to a lot of people.
That's true. But the thing is, though, that's kind of just like, so basically, that's kind of like, oh god, this I'll give you a scenario or situation then, because now that I think about it, you said Andrew Tate is on there, right? It's Nico now on there. Andrew Tate is seen as someone who's kind of more like, he's not sexist, but some people view him as sexist. So like when he has these like he's like, you know, point of views, like say for example, he had one point of view that women shouldn't drive because he had one experience where a woman crashed and he nearly died. So he's like, women shouldn't drive, that kind of stuff. Would that be allowed on thingy though? Because like with that, I know that obviously not Twitch.
If you were to say something like that on Twitch, and you say it with a certain tone, then that could be clipped, and then all of a sudden now, you could get banned for hate speech, or like that could be deemed as hate speech.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because what can, like, how far does free speech go before it becomes hate speech? Because you imagine you're saying a negative opinion or a controversial opinion on a controversial topic, and it just turns out that what you said is kind of more hate speech than anything else. It's been categorized as that. Like, what, like, does Rumble just let it roll through and be like, yeah, it's calm?
I mean, him saying that on Rumble, nothing would happen.
Okay,
you can say something like that on Rumble and nothing would happen, because if you think about what's actually being said, that's his opinion.
Yeah, sure, fair enough.
For example, him saying he thinks women should not be driving because he says men are better drivers than women, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Which even statistically, which he also has brought up, like majority of accidents are with women than men. So he brings us statistics to back up why he would say something like that, right? But he also says it in a sense of protection.
Oh yeah, it comes from a good place, not a bad place. Not to
like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I just think women shouldn't drive because that's it. Because you don't want to see women driving. Yeah. Because he doesn't want them to have more accidents, which statistically they have more accidents than men do. Not saying men don't have accidents. Everyone have accidents, everyone crashes. But the stats say that it's more so on the women's side. So in order to protect them, then he's saying women shouldn't drive. But that's basically what he's trying to say. But
I understand
that, but what I mean is Rumble you wouldn't feel attacked after saying that on Rumble. Whereas if you was to say something like that on Twitch, you would. You 100% would.
Okay. In that case, with free speech, like, I guess being able to have free speech will be kind of good. I'm not gonna lie, it would be good, because you'd be able to like express yourself in the way that you want to express yourself. So like, let's say you just lost a game or something and you want to be angry, you want to say stuff. You can say stuff and say whatever comes to your mind straight there, flow. It could be bad, could be good, you never know. But you know, you can say that. Whereas like if I was to get angry on Twitch, I don't really get angry when I play games. And if I do get to it, I would just turn off the game or stop. I don't really screech or even moan or something like that. But if I was on Rumble, I probably would be doing that 10 times more often, because it feels like you won't get penalized for being angry about a game. And I know gamer rage is a thing, but you know, sometimes people take it too far and it becomes a problem. But Fair enough. Free speech.
Yeah, my only thing with Twitch is Twitch can sometimes like
Get the wrong idea.
hinder people. No, it can. The platform can hinder people's personality.
That's
Like
true.
you might be mad funny as a person. You might be mad funny. People will never know you're funny because you might not be able to make certain jokes on Twitch, or you might not be able to express like your emotions in a
You're right.
certain way to show the audience you actually have mad personality, because
You know what?
you have to like be a certain way on Twitch, otherwise
Yeah,
you just won't have the platform.
that's true. That's like if Dave Chappelle was to go on Twitch, he'd get cancelled 100%. I know exactly what you mean. I get it now. No, I understand now. Yeah, having that ability to be like have free speech and say what you want to say sometimes can be a good thing. Not necessarily a bad thing, but especially if you're joking about certain things and it's a, you know, yeah, fair enough. I understand it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. Have to PG yourself on Twitch, condense yourself in a little box.
So in terms, I kind of want to summarize. The original question was which platform is better. Now, if you're somebody who makes your content on, if you're somebody who makes PG content, for example, your content is PG friendly, you don't really go too over the top, I think Twitch is probably the best platform for you to stream on, to make your content on, because you're not really going to get censored. Your content is PG. The visibility on Twitch is the highest out of all three platforms, so people will discover you a lot better. And also the ceiling as to how many viewers you can get is also higher because there's more viewers on Twitch in the first place. Now, if you're making content that is a little bit more, not so much adult content, but content that's a bit more mature, and you as a person, you're a bit more
mature,
a bit more raw. Yeah, mature. You're a bit
more
raw.
too. Yeah, that works as well.
I would say Kick.
So like
it's probably
yeah,
but I wouldn't even say Kick would be a better platform for you. But I also think Kick is the better platform if you already have a following from somewhere. If you already have a following from Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube, TikTok, whatever, if you can get them onto Kick, you'll benefit a lot more financially also, because Kick supports you better financially too. And you would already have a following there.
Definitely. I feel like they allow stuff like in real life streams as well. I think those would be good for Kick too.
Yeah. Now, finally, if you're somebody if you're someone who makes content and you know that all your content you make is very controversial and you know it's going to be viral, it's going to get clipped, people are going to take it wrong, people are going to take what you say wrong, they'll find the clip, not put the context behind the clip, just a few words you said there, and then catch you out of there.
Yeah.
Rumble's the one for you, because at least all these other social media platforms, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, might cancel you, blah, blah, blah. But on Rumble, you'll be allowed to say what you want to say more freely. So at least you'll have that platform.
That's very true, yeah.
That's what I want to say about that.
That's fair. Yeah. That's fair. Wow. I did actually.
That was just my first topic. You see, my topic was long. That's why I wanted you to go first, because I was like, well, I might go on for a while.
Mine will be longer though, probably, but we'll see. We'll see how it
cool.
goes.
That was my first topic. Let me know. You guys in the comments as well. Let us know what you guys think about these three different platforms as well.
100%. Let us know. All right. Do you have another one, or do you want me to?
Well, nah, you go ahead, bro.
You sure?
Ahead, yeah, go ahead, bro.
A triple-barreled question, yeah? You sure?
Go ahead, man.
All right, say less. All
triple barreled, you know. Man's been playing too much Warzone.
What was it?
Man said triple barreled, fam.
It is low key. I had to look for the word for it. I knew there was a word for this. I wasn't sure what, so I had to make sure. All right, cool. My question is, you know how you're in the FGC? We're both in the FGC, I guess, and you're more directed towards Street Fighter. As you can see at the bottom, my question is: do you see a lot of female FGC players in your field? Street Fighter specifically, because you're a Street Fighter right now. Until because obviously for me, Tekken, I've seen a couple of people, like obviously Cuddlecore, people from Japan, Takunara, and then others in the Aru from Turkey or something like that. Anyway, yeah, I've seen a couple, but do you see any in Street Fighter?
You know what? Yeah, professional players, or like just casuals or regular players, or do we mean like actual players that are competing in the tournament as well?
Competing tournament. Let's say competing. Because obviously casuals, there'll be casuals all sorts. No?
Then there's not
really?
At all? They're there. No, they're there. No, they're there. They're definitely there.
Yeah.
It's not a lot though. If we're comparing the ratio to the amount of guys there are to the amount
No,
of women there are. It's not a lot. There's a lot of people watching though. A lot of them are watching.
but they're not
A lot of
competing.
them are playing casual sets around. But in terms of competing in the event, it's not a lot. It's not a lot.
Do you think it's like why? Like, is it because you feel like they're not like?
These questions are kind of cheesy. I'm trying to think, Hold on. Do you know why I like these questions? I had these questions as my topics on the second podcast, which we couldn't upload, remember? Because we lost the audio for it. I had that originally then, but I deleted I took them out because I wanted to replace it with another topic. So it's actually good that you're bringing it up now because I actually low-key had that on my list as well.
Oh, so you're ready? You're nearly ready?
Yeah, I was lucky ready.
All right. Well, let me know then, bro. How come they're not
How
really?
come?
Because like I know for Tekken, for Tekken, when I play Tekken, like there's loads of like female players that pro and compete, and I think I don't know, maybe it's easier for them to express themselves with the characters that are in the game because there's such a variety. But I don't know what it is with Street Fighter. I know Street Fighter 5 you had like 2 people, and I know that Street Fighter 5 there was that whole video game house thing. Was it video game house or that where Loads of God was in it and Rob TV was in it? I don't know if you know about it. It was
I don't know about that.
It was like a reality show, and they had like it was a reality show for gaming, and then like
how long ago was that?
It's a very long time ago.
LTG don't even really do well. He does fight. He plays fighting games still, but like his content has changed.
What Loads here?
Yeah, LTG.
Yeah, no, this was like when he was still playing Street Fighter 5 and all that stuff.
Oh,
okay. A while back. He got eliminated by Rob, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, no, he was one of the first. I just that was one of the times. But yeah, I remember there was a girl in there called Affinity. She was a Dowsim player. I only know
Guilty.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Guilty. Yeah, I almost forgot about Guilty. I remember Guilty. Guilty played Dowsim and yeah, I think they played Minat at the end or something like that.
Oh yeah, so. They played Minat. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Damn. But yeah, no, that's outside of that. There was that and some girl called Mike. Not Mike. I forgot her name. But she was in there too. She was Asian. I'm not sure what. Yeah, I'm not sure what her name was. But anyway,
So the question is why is there not as many
like why do you think there's not a lot of them in like Street Fighter, especially like Street Fighter now? Why they're not in Street Fighter 6 now?
Okay.
This is the easiest ever been. Sorry, wait, that sounds crazy. That sounds crazy.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
That sounds crazy. I don't mean like that. I mean in general, Street Fighter. I'm gonna look at the camera. Street Fighter has been. This is the easiest Street Fighter's ever been. There's pros talking about how Master's easy to get now.
So
Diamond is basically platinum. I'm sorry, don't take it that way. I didn't mean it that way. Anyway, okay, go
ahead. Man said, all right, bro.
That sounded crazy. That's correct,
bro.
That's correct.
Yo.
Yikes.
It's hard. I've actually don't know how to answer that, because why? But here's the thing. I don't think. Okay, so you're saying, in your perspective, Tekken has a lot, right? In comparison.
Yeah, well, quite a bit.
Yeah.
Especially competing in tournaments, 100%. Yeah, no, definitely. I've seen quite sometimes I can look at videos or look at a Tekken tournament and I will see a female person compete. Like there was, for example, one time where Harada was competing in an Evo tournament or a tournament. It's crazy because he was playing against a girl and she was playing Jin, but my God, she got clowned. But to be fair, he's playing Feng. So, but yeah, no, like even in that instance, I didn't expect there to be one, but there was, and like you see it more often than not at this point. I've seen so many, even on Twitch, I see people competing and playing in like streaming it too, but I haven't really seen a lot of people stream or like female pros stream Street Fighter if there are, or play Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, it's actually a hard question to answer, man. I don't know. A lot of them do stream though. I can probably name off some of them that stream off the top of my head, like like you got Chloe in France, but she doesn't compete. I don't think she competes at the moment. This is bad. I can't even name. That's
exposed.
No, there's actually there are definitely like a few streamers, a lot of streamers that
Yeah,
stream. But in terms of competition, like playing in
competing. Yeah.
tournaments,
Mm.
there's not that many, man, and I don't know why. Maybe it's a competition thing. They don't want to bump heads.
Mm.
I
What
genuinely couldn't tell you.
pro players? Yeah.
Well, if we're talking pro players,
Yeah.
let me actually think. I don't know if there is a female pro player
Wow.
right now
Kind of shocking.
In Street Fighter 6. I'm trying to think.
That's insane. Really? I thought there would be like, because there is Tekken, I thought it'd kind of be the same with Street Fighter. I know MK, there's loads in MK.
I'm genuinely trying to think. I can't think of one right now that's playing Street Fighter 6 actively. Like,
Damn, that's insane.
I actually can't think of one.
You know what? Okay, well, this leads to my next question then, because although my question was about Street Fighter, we'll talk it about
Yeah,
because we obviously know that the FGC is more male dominated, isn't it?
yeah.
But in other sections, it kind of isn't. So I want to ask, what do you think is stopping them from being in the FGC more as opposed to other genres? Like, for example, that background picture there is a female Valorant team, and obviously
Mhm.
FPSs. Like you go to Apex, you go to a Apex, you go to a Valorant lobby. It is even Overwatch sometimes. It's a den for like where all like female players or pro players are all playing on. So like, what do you think is stopping them from going into the FGC like they've gone into other FPSs and stuff?
I think that a lot of other genres
Mm,
have more spaces for women, particularly like
mm.
you go to Valorant and you have a women's Valorant team, like women's only Valorant team.
Yeah.
You'll go to Overwatch or Apex, or you have a women's only team.
Mm,
In fighting games, there isn't really much of that. There might be like a women's only tournament
yeah.
somewhere here and there, a community event, but you don't really
Mm,
have that. And it's also because fighting games are not team games, it's solo, 1v1,
true.
right? So most
Mm,
people that are traveling solo, traveling by themselves. And it might not be appealing to some women because they're traveling to a male dominated field
yeah.
where they may not necessarily feel not feel comfortable, but they may not necessarily be attracted to that kind of audience.
You know what? As you said
When you're
that,
on when
yeah.
you're on a team with a women's only team, you're
Mm,
competing against other women, you're all women, you might be more in your comfort zone.
that's true.
But yeah, when it's a 1v1 event, when it's a fighting game, it can be
Mm.
a little bit different.
You know what? Now that you said that, it did click in my head that sometimes with FGC, there are some crazy people in the FGC, and I can't lie to you. We're not, well, I say, I'm not talking about me or you, but the FGC ain't doing any favors when it comes to certain things at events. Like some of these people have never met a female, a woman in their life, and they end up doing the
I
most wild stuff ever.
Bro, I can't lie. I can't lie. I
Yeah,
think my time in the FGC has shown me like it's shown me the most socially awkward people I've met ever.
yeah.
I'm talking about just talking, regular conversation.
Really?
And it's like it's hard to actually regularly talk to people.
Seriously?
Yeah, there's genuinely a lot of people that can't hold a regular conversation. It's
What?
actually
So if they're doing that and talking that to you, imagine if they're talking to the other, like talking to like women. Do you
yeah,
feel like that might be a reason as to why, or another layer as to why they don't want to really go out to these FGC events, fly out there, for them to be approached by maybe several men who can't even, well, I don't know, don't care
I
about the
mean
game.
that could play a factor. That could play a
Mm.
factor into it. But if
And
we're
then top
talking solely on the competition and why they
yeah,
don't come to like compete
competing,
professionally,
yeah.
um, I
Mm.
think that would be less of a factor as to why they're not competing. Because at the end of
Uh,
the day, you come, you can compete, you can leave straight after.
that's true. In and
Like,
out. Mm.
yeah. But yeah, it's hard. I generally think it's simply because it's the FGC started as a male dominated community. So automatically they're outnumbered. So going into that field may
Mm.
not be as appealing. It might not be an appealing thing for them to do compared to
True.
going into another genre where they have women spaces.
That's true. There's already like a space created for them rather than
Yeah.
having to path away through. Okay, fair enough. I kind of thought like the reason they're not really involved in the FGC is because obviously more than they could be, just in general, the FGC in general, is because we can be toxic, like extremely toxic. And obviously, MK is a very good example of toxic people, but like they can be so toxic that sometimes it can delve into like cyberbullying at some points or even other stuff like that. And on top of that, some events people smell. Some people have mad BO sometimes. I've gone to an event
Bro,
and
some of these events, bro, oh my days.
your face changed when I said that.
Bro, some of these events, oh my days, fam.
It's crazy, isn't it?
People be having to leave the venue, fam. All sorts.
Why they got
Crazy.
toxic fumes, bro? Like that's what I'm saying. It's not a
Man
great
said toxic few.
fumes. Some people have it kicking. Do you remember that time? Okay, we're going to talk about this. We went to an event one time to play Tekken, yeah, and obviously was it Tekken, right? It was Tekken. Was it King James event? Was it King James?
I don't know what.
Like a Christmas event.
We had was it a Tekken event or Street Fighter event?
I think it was both. No, it was Tekken. It was that Meta, right? New Meta.
Yeah.
Arena. Because I know we went there more than once, but I think it was like we went there and the guys were playing fighters. Do you remember?
Yeah. You about to air out man's name, fam?
No, I don't even know the name.
I don't know who you're talking about, but I'm just saying, whoever you're gonna say it was, man.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna remind you that we went to an event and we were playing, and obviously this guy at first was calm, and I guess he got excited. I can't remember if he was good at the game or not. I generally can't remember. Yeah, and I'll be honest, everyone was like, "Yo, why is it that bad?" Like, it was kicking, bro. I can't lie. I didn't think it was true. I thought it was only like the Smash community that like. Sorry, yeah, like the Smash community, like I thought Smash community were bad with it because like, obviously that gets stereotyped all the time and people talk about it.
You know one thing about the Smash community, I
Mm.
don't even know, bro. I don't think I haven't hung around Smash people like that to actually.
Oh boy,
I just hear things. I haven't actually hang around none of the Smash guys.
Mm.
So maybe that's a good thing.
They're dealing with a lot of allegations over there, and on top of that, they're not beating the no drip allegations. I can't lie. Some of them, man, rolled to a tournament with busted shoes, busted up hoodie, stained hoodie, but they know how to combo you and they know how to TOD you though, Luigi though, and all of that.
I mean, good thing. Do you know what one good thing about the FGT is?
Yeah.
If you're good at the game, it just kind of erases everything. Because if you're just that guy and you're sick and you're winning everything,
overshadow stuff. I mean, that is kind of true. Yeah, that is 100% true. But I guess FPSs as well are easier to get. I don't want to say that.
That's now FPS are definitely easier to get.
Yeah. I don't want to say like they can't like women can't play fighting games or anything like that. I don't think it's that at all. But I feel like if it's easier to get into, it's easier to communicate. So I feel like since fighting games are a hard thing to get into in the first place, you play something like FPS. Obviously, Valorant's hard for its own reasons, but like that relies more on team communication. Maybe it's just I couldn't even answer that question of why I think like it's stopping them because there's many factors, and I don't want to sound like I'm advocating that they're just it's a skill issue. I'm not advocating that.
I mean, technically, everything in a fighting game. Well, actually, not nowadays.
Nah, you don't think so?
But fighting games in general, a lot of the time, it is a skill issue. I was gonna say, I'm not talking about like men or women. I just mean fighting games in general.
No, what you mean, yeah, like execution wise, yeah.
It's usually a skill issue outside of 356 because that game is. But anyways, yeah.
But yeah, okay, fair enough for that question. My last one, which ends this triple barrel question, I'm gonna keep saying that, is I hope you're ready. Is which you kind of talked about earlier, so it's kind of funny to hear. But are there more women on Twitch not gaming than anything else compared to men? Because obviously we've talked about how some females don't a women obviously on Twitch, not on Twitch, are in the FGC, but they're not really as apparent in certain games. Whereas like, stuff like that. But like with Twitch, we obviously know that there's like they're like Twitch have created like a subgenre which is basically exclusively for things for women, like the hot tub stream and stuff like that. So it's like, have you seen more women on their platform gaming, or do you feel like they're using it for different purposes?
I think there's I think it's more so. There's definitely a lot of women that game on the platform,
Mm. Do
but
you feel?
I think it's
Yeah.
more so just chatting. If you really do think about it,
Yeah.
the hot tub section has a lot of people on there,
Mm.
but if you actually go on there, you see a lot of the same people on there,
Same gimmicks. Oh.
like just the same names, same
Oh.
streamers a lot of the
Oh.
time.
So you don't
And
think it's kind
you
of
just see them
yeah.
on there. I think there's still more women that game
So you think there's
than
more
us
women that
two.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, alongside like just chatting like and stuff.
Okay, cool. Because I was thinking obviously
But if
because
you
yeah.
actually, you know what? Nah.
No?
I don't think I'm now thinking about other stuff because there's the hot tub stream, but then you have to talk about just chatting,
Then there's the art
another
section.
one,
Yeah.
and then there's also the ASMR thing people are doing,
Mm-hmm.
where they're just putting the mic in the mouse, and then there's all
Yeah.
of that,
All that nonsense. Yeah.
and then there's I don't know, there's the VTubing thing people are on. There's a lot.
That one might
I,
be
I,
a bit.
I would actually say nah, there actually isn't. It's either 50-50 or there's less women gaming now.
Okay.
They're also doing other stuff on Twitch.
Because I'm thinking to me, in my opinion, I feel like compared to my men, the only time I see like men on the platform do stuff, it's them usually playing. It's either they're playing or they're talking in real life streams. Whereas like
Yeah.
I've seen more women on the platform, sitting in a chair just talking to the people or doing some graffiti on their arm or doing some thingy than I have seen gaming.
Body art and that.
Yeah, exactly. Body art and all that stuff. And it's like, it's not a bad thing, but it's like, do you think they go on that platform because they want to just like they're trying to exploit something? Like exploit that the platform's kind of more like a male dominated like viewership than female like viewership, or do you like
I mean, I think part of the reason why they do that type of content on Twitch is because they know that Twitch is male dominant and there's a lot of like simps and thirsty people
100%?
on there
Yeah.
who will just watch.
Kind of
And
makes
that just promotes the other platforms too. Right?
also true. It kind of makes you wonder, do like some of the women on the platform actually like gaming, or is it more just I like making money, so I'm gonna do this to make the money?
I think it's a bit of both. I think some
Yeah,
of them probably like gaming, but I think some of them definitely tap into it because it's a market.
that's true. When there's a market, there's a way. Okay.
Market,
So you
yeah.
feel like there's definitely more women not playing games or streaming games, they're just doing other stuff. So would you say that they add the variety to Twitch? Because obviously, yeah. Would you say that they basically add the variety to Twitch? Because obviously you have all the gaming categories and you have the other categories that aren't gamers. So do you feel like they're kind of the reason that those are added, or the reason that or they're the reason that Twitch added extra or why sorry, or more say why they branched off of just the gaming only platform?
I think they branched off of doing just gaming because they realized that the people who came in to do that other type of content, the like more explicit content,
Yeah.
is bringing so much money to Twitch as well. Like I think it was a money move from Twitch to start allowing that because they saw how much money someone can bring by doing that. So they said, okay, this person's definitely benefiting off of the platform and exploiting the fact that it's heavily dominated by males, they're all thirsty and sims. But it's also making us money as a company. So we're like, okay, if we get a bunch of clones of this person doing the same thing this person's doing,
Yeah,
we're gonna benefit from that too.
that's fair. Okay.
So it's like
Yeah,
a
no,
win-win. It's like a win-win of both parties.
they're monopolizing it, innit? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's exactly what it feels like they're doing on this platform. I can't lie. Maybe all platforms are like this now. I don't know about Rumble and Kick now that you've spoken about them before. I don't know
Kick
if that
is
may
kick is
happen.
damn near kick is damn near worse when it comes
Is
to
it?
that. Yeah, but the difference is Kick doesn't promote itself as being a gaming platform. It's just a live streaming platform.
That's true. Yeah,
That's
that's
the
true.
only thing.
And there's like an age restriction on there, isn't it? Whereas Twitch is more for like PG-13 and like and above, right? Because they
Yeah,
have
I mean
children.
there's the whole like restricted thing for like the audience before you click on their stream. It says, "Oh, this is for mature audiences." There's all of that going on. So it's fine. But I mean, the way it sort of promotes itself is it's always been around gaming.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, just to rate the end of that topic, guys, because this is a very controversial topic, and I just wanted to see Phil's reaction to that. He did pretty well, I can't lie. There are not a lot of women in the FGC for Street Fighter 6 at this moment, but there are in other sections of thingy. Obviously, the reason that they may not be in it may be because they prefer team games like Valorant and stuff like that, or games where like there's more a female, sorry, there's more of a woman. There's a zone where
Right, female woman is literally the same thing, bro. They're girls.
I've
It's
been
literally
poisoned.
the same thing.
I've been poisoned in my head, bro. I've been poisoned.
What have you been poisoned about?
Bro,
What? Well, you keep saying it twice.
No, because like you get like on Twitter now. Oh, my hair's messy. But if you make the distinction now, make the wrong distinction, it's a problem. People get annoyed about it. I didn't realize people.
I know. Now people get triggered when you say female instead of woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying my hardest.
Which I don't know why. Whether it's
I don't get it either. But
girl, woman, female, XY chromosomes, XX chromosomes, it's just the same. Like, I don't understand why.
No, honestly,
it's literally human beings, fam. Like we're human beings, fam. I don't understand.
100%.
But yeah,
that's why like I'm trying to be careful with what I say. But yeah, like for that, obviously they go to my women dominated zones because obviously it's kind of like, you know what, I just realized maybe it's kind of like the gym, because obviously when you go into the gym, because I have some friends where they don't really like to go to the gym because there's a lot of guys, especially in the things. So like sometimes I have to go with them because obviously they're kind of scared to go into like the weight area because they feel they're gonna get hit on or the worst is gonna happen.
Oh, when you go with women,
yeah, women to the gym. Yeah, I have some friends that don't really want to go to the gym. The ones that do that go on their own, they're kind of more. It's more like of a build up. Like they were nervous at first and shy because obviously it's a dominated area. But then once they start realizing that it's okay, and that's gonna happen, it's all good. Maybe that's kind of similar to what it is with like competing in these tournaments. Maybe it feels like that. But then when you start to go there bit by bit, you start to, want to continue to enjoy it. So I guess maybe
that's a good point, because going to a fighting game tournament offline, going to a tournament, traveling there by yourself, it can feel like there's a lot of like peer pressure or just pressure in general.
And then 100%, and then add the fact that you're like when let's say you're like the only female at the event or one of the few females at the event, that might add more extra pressure on you because now you feel like it's on you to win the tournament now as like, the only female player at the tournament, which would be a good headline 100%. But obviously, you know how when some worlds, like let's say sports, for like obviously a male athlete can do something crazy and it's fine, or do something normal and it's fine. But when a female athlete does like for them to get noticed, they have to do something really crazy or really, really good to be noticed. So I feel like
I mean, I feel like when they go to these type of events or in general, when women go to male dominant areas, whether it's a sport or a game or whatever, they usually have more pressure on them, or they probably feel a lot more pressure to perform well because they don't want to be embarrassed. Like they know there's somewhere where there's not a lot of them, so they don't want to get embarrassed. They don't want people to be talking behind their back saying, "Oh, look, there's a girl here," or whatever. So they might just have it feels like a lot of eyes are watching them.
That's
if you're the outlier in a group of people, you're going to feel like a lot of people are watching you because you're different than everybody else in terms of just who you are.
Yeah, because you shine out. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you'll stand out more, so more people will be looking at you. So it's definitely, they definitely do feel more pressure.
100%.
But that's usually just until they get used to it. If you look at someone like Kodoko, that's someone who's experienced, one of the best second players out there right now.
Definitely.
I doubt she still feels that way, or if she does, I doubt that it's as severe as it used to be.
100%.
Because she's been in this space for a long time now, right? So it's a part of what she does. But coming in fresh and new, I definitely think there's a lot more extra pressure on people.
That's
right. So I think to take away that pressure, people, they tend to stay casuals or just stream or have fun with the game, but not so much compete.
I see. That's actually probably a good reason as to why. Also, if any females are watching this podcast. If you want to get into the tournament scene, the FGC scene, make sure to look at the previous podcast where we talked about tournament nerves and ways that you can stop and calm them down so that when you compete, you're playing like you and not like someone that you've never seen before. But yeah, okay. And obviously we've talked about Twitch. Obviously, Twitch is a whole nother thing. But okay,
Yeah.
I think I'm okay with that summary.
All right.
That's the end of my
Is that your topic done? Yeah. You see how I just, bro, I can't lie. You gotta give me props, son. You see how I summarize your thing. My topic took a while, fam. I can't lie. I kind of dusted off your topic, fam.
Dusted off.
I kind of dealt with it still.
All right. Next time when I make a topic like that, I'm going to drill you with questions. Yeah. Like I'm a reporter. What? I'm gonna drill you like I'm a journalist. Yeah. Pause.
But you're gonna what? Wait, whoa.
I said like a journalist would. Like a journalist. They drill they interrogate their person. They drill them with questions. That's what I said.
I said journalist would.
No, that's crazy.
All right, bro. I'm saying what I heard. All right, so
that is not what I said.
Bro, we all heard the same. All right.
Chat, if you heard that, if you man heard that, tell them you didn't hear that in the comments, please, because that doesn't exist. I know this is gonna be a clip now. I know this is gonna be a clip. So, like, I know that never said that.
Definitely, I'm innocent.
Innocent. Shoot for it.
All right, that's you done. Yeah, let me bring up my next topic real quick.
Uh-oh.
My next one isn't even a I don't even really have a background for this one, but I do have this though.
What do you have? Uh-oh. I think
we got a screenshot. We got a screenshot for you lot. Now I saw this tweet. This tweet got put out. Was it either yesterday or like earlier today? I damn near don't worry. Short-term memory on a what.
I think.
But so Punk, if you lot don't know who Punk is a fighting game champion. He plays Street Fighter. That's what he's known for. Street Fighter 4, 5, and 6. He's arguably top 2 in Street Fighter 5 history for that game, and he's one of the best in Street Fighter 6 currently. Now, he put out this tweet, which says, let me read this out for you guys. I feel like Tekken has to be the last fighting game where being better than someone actually matters anymore. Every other fighting game is just about getting your opponent in a guessing situation and possibly winning off of it, no matter the skill difference. Now, I want to ask you, Wills, what do you think about this quote right there, this tweet? Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? What's your thoughts on this?
I mean, I guess to some extent, I do kind of agree with it, but like the bit I'm kind of on the fence about is when he says about getting your opponent in a guessing situation and possibly winning off of it no matter the skill difference. I'm like, that's mainly he's talking about, correct if I'm wrong, but is he not talking about mix-ups in the game?
He's talking about just 50-50s in general, like
situations.
He's mainly talking about mix-ups or just taking Oki and having to guess.
I mean, but that's the case in every fighting game though, I guess. Like even Tekken is not immune off of like putting you in a guessing situation. But I guess I get what he means with Tekken, because obviously with Tekken, when you get your Oki, you have to know what the Oki is. You have to know it. It's like a knowledge check thing.
Yeah.
So I do understand with like in some situations, okay, and I understand what he means now. Okay, in that case, I guess I kind of agree. Well, maybe because like Street Fighter 6, if he's arguing for Street Fighter 6, I can completely see that, because obviously there's a lot of situations where you can be winning the game, and obviously if you burn out, all it takes is one sweep or whatever they hit you, they knock you down, then you have to react to either a drive impact or something else, and then you get drive impacted, you basically lost the game. So I do kind of understand that with Street Fighter 6, but with stuff like, let's say, Grand Blue and like, I don't know, I want to say even Mortal Kombat.
Grand Blue, Dragon Ball Fighters, Mortal Kombat.
Oh, Fighters is generally a skill. Like, you know what?
There's definitely skill in Fighters, but I can't lie, the guessing situation in Fighters is insanity as well.
To be fair,
the amount of damage you get for guessing wrong.
to be fair, that's the kind of game that is. It's like Marvel vs. Capcom. Like, if you guess wrong in a situation, you could potentially be dead. But I get what you mean. Like, I guess he says with no skill difference. So I'm guessing he means like if, let's say, you were fighting someone in fighters and you got them into a situation and they guessed right by doing something completely random, like say like mashing square with Gohan, Team Gohan, like just mashing square and they got out of the situation, or just dashing out a level 3 or raw level 3, not knowing what was going to happen, or even Street Fighter where you're fighting someone and they just do a random EXDP and it makes no sense whatsoever. I do kind of understand that, and I guess with Tekken, I was talking about Tekken now, I guess. I do kind of understand like why he's saying that, because obviously Tekken, no matter how old the game gets, like how new it gets, what features get added in, its core components rely on you being skillful. You need to know, fundamentally. So obviously you need to know how to be able to sidestep. You need to know how to use your movement. You need to know it for your character. You need to understand what moves are bad on what side, like what moves can be sidestepped to this side, how bad is your tracking, obviously. Then obviously you got to know what your moves are used for, and because it's a 3D game, you got to think about all these elements. Can you duck this move? Can you time it? And like, even though there are 50-50 situations in Tekken, it does feel like when you guess them right and you stop it, you do get a sense of relief and like praise. You feel happy about yourself, because there's a lot of situations in Tekken 7 where if you guess wrong, you'll die. Like if you stop for example, Kazuya's mix up, like Kazuya's he does 1-1-2, he's not drawn to the ground, he's now wave dashing in your face. You have to guess between an electric or even another move, or a hell sweep. He can hit you with a mid that can kill you down forward 2 if you try to press when you wake up. You can either help if you get up instantly. Like when you guess right in those situations where you could be dead, it is kind of exhilarating. It does feel good. And as well that one thing I've realized that you can't really blame the game with Tekken, because everything kind of happens for a reason. It's almost like, I want to say the closest thing to like a Souls game, because in a Souls game you can't blame anything. Obviously you have BS that happens in those games, but obviously you have
you're definitely in control of like everything.
Yeah, your decisions and your situations. Yeah, 100%. Like you're not getting third party or anything like that in Tekken. But with that, yeah, obviously there are some characters that break that, but I think it's because he hasn't really gotten into the Tekken that he feels that.
Yeah,
but I get.
It's like I do actually kind of agree with him, because
you do.
For the most part, well, I don't even know. Let me finish like my point or what I'm gonna say, and then I'll see if I agree 100% or if it's just for the most part.
Okay.
Because if you actually look at what just happened, Punk put out this tweet after the Tekken World Tour Finals happened, which Arson Ash won.
That's what started.
Historically in Tekken 7, Arson Ash has been the best player. He's won Evo 4 times. And he's now a Tekken World Tour Finals champion. And he's won so many majors, can't even count. The best player, undebatably now, the best player in Tekken 7 wins the Tekken World Tour Finals, the final Tekken World Tour Finals of the game before Tekken 8. It makes sense because he has been the best player for the history of the game. So it makes sense that he would win this event, right? Now, if we was to look at what has been happening in Street Fighter, for example, in terms of player quality and skill level, not all of the best players have been winning.
You feel like, okay, so it feels
and
like
I think Punk is trying to show that through this tweet also.
Yeah.
Like this tweet shows it tells that story as well. And I also do agree with that. Obviously, some of the regions of the better players are winning, of course, not every single region. But there's definitely been a lot of instances. And I'm not even talking just in tournaments, I'm talking in general, right? There are players who have played against high-level players in other fighting games, or even in the same game but an earlier version, like
the King of
Street Fighter 5 to Street Fighter 6 or whatever. And in this new version of the game, or in another game, they're able to completely wash them or go head-to-head or toe-to-toe with them, which without improving as a player, just, oh, hey, I can't beat you. Let's hop on this game. I can beat you now. You
I
didn't
played this
do
character.
anything. You just switched. Not even
Yeah.
character, just game.
Really?
I don't
So
think Punk is talking about. He's talking about the game. He's not really talking about specific characters. He's
the
just talking
game
about
itself.
the game itself right now. Like
Wow.
me playing Street Fighter 6, I know myself that Street Fighter 6 promotes for randomness. You know that situation you just talked about in Tekken, where you get your Oki as Kazuya or any character, and you got to guess hell sweep or mid, right? That situation, the person who's scared is the person on the ground getting back up.
Yep.
In Street Fighter 6, the person who's scared is both of you. because whatever you do, what if he parries? Perfect parry. Now you just, if he wakes up with perfect parry, you're taking damage now for no reason. All you did was try to take your Oki back.
Yep.
Right? And if you try to bait the perfect parry and you don't press a button, then now you lost the Oki. So you're both, there's no, you can't be confident. You're always at a risk of being hit. Whereas in Tekken, it's not the case currently. And if you look at other fighting games, because Punk said Tekken is the last fighting game. So he's talking about other fighting games, Dragon Ball FighterZ. He's talking about everything pretty much.
I'll be honest, I kind of disagree with Tekken being the only game, but I'll let you finish your point first before I say why. Yeah.
You look at Multi Blood, for example, right? You're on the offensive.
Sorry.
Why you laughing, man?
Because that game's garbage.
I know, it's just something that came to my mind. The guy can do wake up shield. Wake up shield. And you just lost your Oki. Like, what's all that? Why am I scared to meet you on wake up? You got knocked down. I should be rewarded, right?
Oh, I get what you mean now. So you're kind of saying that, Tekken, in this case, favors, like, it's clear when you've won a situation and it's your go.
Yeah.
As to, like, Street Fighter, where even though you won the situation, did you really win?
Yeah, and I'm just saying Tekken in general. I also feel that Tekken in general, at least Tekken 7, we don't know what Tekken 8 is really going to be, but at least Tekken 7 definitely feels like you have a lot more room to showcase your skill before the match is finished.
Definitely.
And throughout a set.
Your flair, yeah. Your unique
you have a lot more, there's a lot more room to showcase your actual skill throughout the match. Whereas that's not the case for Street Fighter, for example. There's not a lot of room to showcase your skill. A lot of the things look the same. And the game's been simplified so much and forces you to make guesses, to make decisions that are actually guesses. There's no right or correct decision a lot of the time. A lot of it is straight up guesses. And because you're forced to make those decisions, skill is just out of the question. It's just make a decision. It's no longer a skill.
You know what? I feel like that's the case. I feel like when you compare it to Street Fighter 5 and 6, you see that there was a lot more neutral. There's a lot more things that people actually have to think about and worry about. Whereas this, it's kind of like, I'm scared sometimes to even just jump on attack some before they do a drive impact. It's kind of like now I see when you say MVC, now I see when you say fighters, because obviously in fighters, when you fight, let's say UI Goku, because UI Goku is definitely a clear example of this, you knock him down, it's your turn, but he can still at least turn instantly back when he does the unrestrained will thing. He can get up and bite you and knock you off in your own, like, I completely understand what you mean with that.
And it's one thing if somebody can do something like that, but it's punishing. It's very taxing if it doesn't work out. But if you look at Street Fighter, it's not very taxing to wake up parry. Well, you'll get punished counter throw. Cool. You'll just wake up and do it again.
Plus, there's throw loops in that game too, which
there's throw loops in that game as well.
That eliminates any skill.
That's another thing. Throw loops eliminate so much skill. That alone just eliminates so much skill. Throw loops and all the mechanics. There's too many things to react to in Street Fighter 6. And someone might think like, oh, it's a skill issue if you can't react to all the different things. No. It's not a skill issue. I don't mind a game being difficult. It's not a skill issue. If something is hard to do, that's fair enough. Players have to level up and find a way to be consistent through that hardship. However, when something is unrealistic, now there's an issue.
It's a memory
the amount of different things there are to react to in Street Fighter 6. Drive impact, drive rush, jump, regular dash, drive rush into anything. Because you can do drive rush and cancel it into anything. Into any
and then drive rush into it.
Yeah, it's literally randomized. Then characters have forward moving special moves, all of this nonsense, fireballs, everything. The human brain cannot possibly react to everything. impossible. You have to choose a select few options to be ready for and get rid of the rest. That's literally it.
Eliminate the rest,
So
100%.
when a game like Street Fighter 6 exists and they add all of these things, the human brain can't handle all of that, which automatically ruins the consistency of players.
Can you add random plays and random decisions that you wouldn't be able to make in previous games?
Yeah.
That would work in this game. It then, it builds up and just makes it worse. No, 100%, you're right.
Yeah. It's so overall, yeah, I do agree. I do agree with this tweet. From the fighting games that I've seen, Tekken 7 seems to be like the last one where when I watch it, I can really see the skill of these players or the skill difference of two
No,
players.
100%. Yeah, you can see it. But I can't lie. In some instances as well with Tekken, even though that is the kind of game it is, it becomes a bit more hard when you're playing, like, obviously, because you know tiers in every game matter, like the strength of a character.
Yeah.
Obviously, Iceland, I'm not taking anything from him at all. He was playing Konimitsu in one of those instances, which has been referred to as one of the cheaper characters, which she is. But that also does play into it. So even if like the skill difference isn't that high, just you playing a top tier character can automatically boost your way in.
100%. 100%. I definitely do feel like pro players should play top tier characters. It's like showing up to a music event, and you're performing on a broken instrument, or rusty ass instrument, whereas someone can give you a brand new violin that sounds way better, that you'd pick the brand new violin. But I feel what you're saying. Obviously, characters are always going to influence results. If your character is extremely good, you're most likely going to do a lot better.
A skill difference. Hold on. So you don't feel like he doesn't feel like Guilty Gear is a skill difference game? I feel like Guilty Gear, like,
I'm not too familiar with Guilty Gear currently.
Because obviously, I'll say, because obviously from my point of view, I feel like the games that do require some level of skill. Actually, I was gonna say
watching Guilty Gear, it doesn't look like that game.
What, that you have to be, to be honest, in
like you have to be crazy skilled. Like watching it, I don't see, but I don't play the game.
I feel like
watching it, I look at the highest level, I can't tell who's mad thick, and it looks more like people are exploiting characters a lot more than I'm seeing a lot of skill from these players.
And I'm trying to add, you know what? Fair enough, because I feel like,
you know what happened? Sorry, my bad. Let me just cut your focus here. Do you know what happened the last time I watched a Guilty Gear tournament? It was at UFA. It was in Paris. I went to Paris, France, UFA. I was watching the top 8 for Guilty Gear Strive, right? The round started. It was Naguriki, is that his name? It was Naguriki versus, who's that guy with the music and trumpets? The big guy who
he throws stuff. Who's
the big body? Who's the big body character? Not Potemkin, the other big guy.
Gordon Lewis.
There we go.
What, has he got like white hair?
Yeah, it's Gordon Lewis. I remember his name now. Okay. I was watching that match. Literally, what happened is 99 seconds. The round literally started. 99 seconds. The Naguriki did the blood thingy. Hit him and TOD'd him. Like 99 seconds.
Blood raged. Damn.
Yeah, blood rage, and then the round ended. Like one hit, round ended. I was like,
you know what? Damn.
I traveled all the way to Paris for that to happen off of one hit, 99 seconds, full health. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that is BS, to be fair. It's not BS, but that makes the game hard. I feel like in that instance, when you're fighting, I feel like with Guilty Gear, it kind of makes that, like, it kind of shows you there's like a bit of a skill difference. Obviously, you messing up one thing is obviously something you have to deal with in every game. If you make one mistake, that could potentially be your life, and obviously you avoiding it is cool. But like, I know in Guilty Gear, a lot of the stuff that happens is rushed. So like, because there's obviously, you get penalized for just standing there in neutral. So you have to make decisions on the fly. So I feel like you can somewhat tell the difference in skill. Well, sometimes when you're playing someone that obviously knows how to manage the time and what to do in that situation. Obviously, you have the matchup situation in general, but then when you have people who, when you are forced to have to kind of rush in at someone or do something quickly, you have to set your mind. I feel like it's a game where you can see this difference in skill, because obviously you got people that will just rush in and do craziness, just rush in because they feel like they have to do something or they're going to lose penalty. And you got people who will, run in, or not run in, but be more like they'll be wary of the time and how much time they're doing and stuff, but they'll
They
I
have
don't
more
know.
like situational awareness, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess that's more of a thing in that game. At least with that, I feel like that's a game that you can see somewhat skill difference. I was gonna say Grand Blue, but then I realized with Grand Blue, obviously it's simplified, but it's complex in some sense. Not the most complex game, but like I feel like with that game, you do need to have some sort of like I think it's clear to see when someone's better than the other person because they will use I don't think there's a lot of features in that game that you can abuse that everyone has, like as opposed to like Street Fighter 6. Obviously, I know that game has a lot of things that every character has in general, and then you have their own stuff that you can play about on and you have to worry about. But in Grand Blue, I don't think there's a lot of that. I feel like it's kind of to me, it's kind of like the anime Street Fighter 5.
Okay.
Because it
Well
has
then,
yeah.
okay. No, I was gonna say, well then, if all right, so with this statement, right? Let's go back to the original topic, right? With this statement, if fighting games are going in the direction of having less skill than in the past, which is, I would say, has been happening throughout all the fighting games. If you look at Guilty Gear, it's definitely less skill based than what Exard was. If you look at Street Fighter 6, it's definitely less skill based than 5 was, and 5 was also less skill based than 4. It's going towards that direction. Even if you look at Tekken 8 right now with the demo and stuff, adding stuff like Heat is definitely bridging a little bit of the skill gap with Heat as well. Just allowing you to have 3+ frames without having to actually work for it. And just buffing your character as well randomly like that. It's definitely bridging the skill gap a little bit with that as well.
I want to comment on that, but I'll wait until you finish your point. So.
Yeah, so I think fighting games in general are moving towards that direction where it's it can be harmful for the pro players, man. And if that's the case, what do you think this really means for the future of like pro players? Because I think with that brings more money to the game. 100%. People will buy the game more if the game is easier to play and they feel like they can be good at the game without having to work harder for being good at the game.
Hard.
You don't have to grind as hard to become good at the game or to become like as good as you want to be. So with that comes more money. You look at Street Fighter 6, there's a 2 million prize pool now for a game that is less skillful. If you look at Tekken 8, I heard the Tekken 8 World Tour was supposed to be having 900k on it, or no, 740k or something like that.
Yeah.
So see, that's coming with a game that is probably going to be a lot more casual friendly, with a lot more stuff you can do that might bridge the skill gap as compared to Tekken 7 or previous Tekkens. So if that's the case, how do you think it's going to look like for pro players, man? Do you think they're going to enjoy it? Do you think they're going to need to like try and step away from only competing and try to do something else on the side? Content going to be more of a thing now because winning a tournament isn't really as reliable anymore because the game is so much more less skill based. You're gambling now.
See, the thing is, I feel like no matter how easy fighting games or certain fighting games will get, pro players are gonna play no matter what. They will complain on Twitter. They'll complain always because I get why there's a reason to complain because you feel like you're losing the bits of what you loved about fighting games. I completely understand that. But I feel like no matter what's going to happen, they'll just compete because at the end of the day, even if it does get easier, it's easier for them too. So obviously, if they win the tournament, knowing that they won it, they'll still get their money, they'll still get their sponsors, they'll still get their thing. So I feel like despite all of that, it getting easier, they're going to play the game regardless. Especially if it's a game they like. If the game it's gotten simpler, but they like the game as well. And if it got easier in the right ways, then fair enough. Then they will probably still play it. Like, I don't think it's gonna cause an outrage. It will be like, because it's only really gonna appeal to more the hardcore people that are gonna be like, yo, why? Well, this game isn't as hard as it used to be. I remember when was like the greatest game. But yeah, I feel like
that's
now go on.
That's one of the main reasons why a lot of the pro players tend to not like when some newer games come out because they make it too easy and it makes it easier for everyone. And the thing is, a lot of people say pro players will play the game that's easy, it'll be easy for them too. But the issue with that is when they make a game that's easy for everyone,
Yeah.
It basically means that a player that is not a pro player can challenge a pro player and actually
Oh,
be successful in winning,
see, right there,
which is an
let's.
issue. Yeah, like if someone is outworking you and the other person's barely playing the game, they should not be able
Beat you.
to beat you. Like, yeah, they should not really
Yeah.
be able to beat you.
I think that comes down to the mechanics of the game, innit? Where if they're still able
Yeah.
to beat you based on this situation,
And that's
like,
what Street Fighter has pretty much done right now.
mm,
And that's what a lot of games right now are sort of trying to do, because when the game is in that state, more people want to play, more casuals want to play, and then more casuals take an interest in competing, and they're like, oh my days, I can beat this person who I never thought I could actually beat. This game allows me to do that. I like this game now. I'm good now, so I'm gonna start playing more.
create joy. Yeah. No, I hear
Yeah,
it.
so I think they're taking that sort of approach with fighting games nowadays,
You know
which is
what?
scary, which is scary for a lot of
Pros
the top players who rely
on
some of
this.
their income, some people who may not necessarily make content yet, right? Some of their
Mm,
income or some of their sponsorships may come from them knowing that they can win tournaments or place really high in tournaments consistently,
yeah.
you know. Whereas now that it's becoming harder to do so because of how games are being made,
Yeah.
it puts them in a tough situation.
You know what? I can understand that, to be fair, because obviously if they're in a harder yeah, it's so in a sense it's easy, but it's hard. It's
I don't,
easy in
yeah,
the game, but it's hard for them to win now because it's easy for everybody else.
yeah. The easy side
Yeah.
only benefits the
It has,
non-top players. That's
yeah,
it. The easy side only benefits the non-top players because the top players
yeah.
benefited when it was hard. The casual players or mid-class players didn't benefit when it was hard.
So hold on, you don't feel like
Only the top players benefited when it was hard. But when it
okay,
becomes easy, it don't benefit the top players. We were fine when it was hard because we were up here and we worked hard. We worked our way to getting good at the game. And if the people didn't work hard to get good at the game, then they stayed where they were.
yeah.
But now that's easy for everyone. The people that don't work hard, they can just walk up this ladder, just like all of us.
So hold on, you don't feel like even though it is easier, the people that are good at the game will still be good at the game compared to the people who are still kind of relatively new to it. You feel like it, like, even though there will still be a level between you and that person in school, you feel like some games are making it so that even
The
if
thing is,
there is
though,
that level of fundamentals up higher, they can still find a way to still beat you.
there will always be a level of skill difference between somebody who's actually better.
Yeah,
However, the likelihood of you losing to somebody who is not better than you goes significantly higher if a game is how they're making games now compared to
okay.
how it was before.
In that
So,
case,
for example, if I was, I can say, I can speak for myself here. I can give an example of myself because
sure.
in Street Fighter 5, I was one of the best in my region. So,
Yep.
if I was to
Okay.
play somebody in Street Fighter 5 in a first to 10, right? First to 10 games, and I know this person is a good player, right? They're not top level player, but they're decent. They're good, right?
Yeah.
Um, I could be like, okay, I'm in this first to 10, I'm not gonna lose more than 4 games. And
Okay.
if I'm actually playing my hardest, I could make that happen. If this
Right.
was Street Fighter 6 or one of these modern games, let's just say I was one of the best at that particular game, and I
Yeah.
decided to do the same thing, pick a player who is good, they're pretty good, maybe very good, but they're not top level as I would be in that particular game.
Yeah.
I might lose that set.
Lose the set. That's a big I was gonna say what
I
percentage.
might lose the actual sets, bro.
Lose the set is
If the
insane.
RNG is not going my way, if
Mm.
man's perfect parries happen to be godlike on that day, bro, I might just lose that set. What can I do?
And his character as well just adds on to it too. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. For Street
Crazy.
Fighter, that's yeah.
It's
What you gonna
wild.
say? Oh,
But yeah.
fair enough. For Street Fighter, I understand that. I was gonna touch on what you said earlier with Tekken. I know that obviously Street Fighter that definitely makes sense. I don't know about MK in that scenario because I know MK relies on your character and kind of relies on your your thingy. I don't know if MK is one of them games where it's a situation where you just happen to get lucky. I feel like that one's one of the only ones as well. But I feel like with Tekken, even with Tekken 8 coming, I feel like it just makes the game harder. I don't think the game has gotten easier. Obviously, Heat makes some of their moves like
when games become easier, it becomes harder to compete in. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Games become easier, makes it harder to compete in. That's what it is. Easier to compete in to get started with it, but harder to be consistent in competition.
Because everyone can get better.
Because now everyone's good. If everyone's sick, then more people are going to lose. But if only a select few people are sick, then those guys will keep winning. So when the games become easier, it just makes it harder for everyone.
It closes the gates on people who aren't allowed to enter. I guess so. It's like having an ID. It's like having a key.
Yeah, it's like everyone can beat everyone now.
Having a pass. I hear you. I do feel like what you said before though with Tekken. I feel like Tekken is okay. In that case, I guess I kind of more agree with it then. I don't know about MK though, because I don't know if MK is involved with that thingy. I feel like MK, you can still see a skill difference. I know that assists can kind of cover up bad mistakes, but knowing who to pick and what character and stuff, I guess there's some sense. But with Tekken, I feel like obviously, even Tekken 8, I feel like it's still going to be like difficult. It's still going to be like a skill thing because obviously all Heat is really doing is giving you another opportunity to live. You get another opportunity to live if you have a load of like what is it? White damage, gray health,
recoverable health.
Yeah, recoverable health. It helps you, and obviously it kind of makes balancing a bit easier because obviously previous games when a character was bad, they were bad. And like, unless you buffed certain aspects of them, it would be very hard for them to go up. Obviously, me saying that Panda did win a Tekken World Tour before, which arguably is one of the worst characters in Tekken 7. But obviously, with Heat now, it kind of adds a layer of, I need to actually think when he's in Heat mode, I need to think about what he could potentially do. What's his strongest moves that he could do in Heat? And obviously, I know some people will be saying that Heat mode kind of ruins it or makes it worse, but I feel like it's fine because Heat adds a new spice of it. It makes you wonder what you can do. And the thing is as well, it's obviously like you said earlier, you don't necessarily earn it, but you still have to earn the right to use it. Because obviously you can go into Heat, but if you attack someone, if you're not attacking them and they're locking you up, your Heat meter is just going to go down. It's going to dwindle.
Yeah.
And obviously the longer you attack, the more likely, like the more you attack and doing block strings, the more likely you are to keep the meter. But obviously someone can see that you're trying to just address pressure and they can use one of their panic moves and get out of the situation in general, or tap in their Heat move. So I feel like their Heat move. So I feel like even though the game will be technically easier, because some things have become easier, like what is it called? The while running move. While running, that's super easy.
Whose move is it?
No, like just in general, the motion. There's a motion that you everyone does in a second while running too, or running moves. You know how, for example, let's say Dragunov has that move where he runs and he does that punch, and it's like mega plus. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's mega plus. The overhand, yeah, exactly. The overhand punch, that one, yeah. That one was like plus whatever or plus 3 or something like that. And only a skilled bunch could do that. Now it's become so accessible that you could just press it and it does it fine. So I know that will 100% lower the skill gap, but I still feel like the Heat doesn't really. I still feel like the Heat. Sorry. I feel like the Heat move or the Heat gauged isn't gonna necessarily drop the skill level or the skill difference.
Yeah, I think
you lost.
Yeah, I think it might drop the skill level, me personally, but I don't think it's gonna be super significant because I think Tekken retains its like skill in the game through its movement. I think through its movement and sheer fundamentals, I think it does still retain its like skill factor in the game. Whereas in Street Fighter, the movement and stuff doesn't. Because now they've added like drive rush and all these other mechanics, drive impact, movement doesn't. All you can do is move forward and back.
It's super limited.
And there's a corner. You can move forward and back, or you can jump, and there's a corner. Whereas in Tekken, it's a 3D game. You got sidestep. Stages are way bigger. There's a lot more room to move with. There's a lot more freedom with Tekken. Like you can actually. There's a lot more freedom to move around the screen without being hit, touched, or put in a situation where you have to guess. Rather than Street Fighter, the stages are smaller and you can only move left and right. At some point, you're going to have to make a decision. You can't waste time or stall.
True. I do feel like it's more more than just movement, though, in that sense, obviously, because obviously movement will help you, but you need to know, obviously, the knowledge. You need the knowledge, obviously, and obviously, you do have moves that can, if you know the right timing, you know what moves that you could use to get out of a situation. Obviously, Lars has his up three, which is the flying move that high crushes anything and goes above highs and stuff. So I feel like even with this heat thing, obviously, I know you said that. I still feel like heat, you're gonna still need to know how to use it. You can't just use it like you can't abuse it like how you abuse perfect parry or even drive impact in Street Fighter 6. I feel like you do need to still have a brain when you use heat dash, because you can turn on your heat mode and still get smacked up in the air, still get comboed. Congratulations, you lost your heat move, and you're gonna wait the next round. You probably died too. But yeah,
no, I hear it. I
guess
it.
with Punk's statement, I guess I've kind of just gone to agreeing with it now. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, we're waffling right now, fam.
Huh?
We're waffling right now, fam. We went into madness.
Nah,
but yeah, go on.
Right. Yeah, I guess I do kind of agree with Punk's thing. I do feel like there are certain games that there is a clear skill difference when you win or when you lose. Like Mortal Kombat feels like that for me. But that might be my opinion, because I'm not a pro at that game at all by any means. But I do understand to get into it. But I feel like that and potentially Grand Blue. But outside of those games, Fighters make sense. Marvel's Capcom's different though. But Fighters, 100%, I agree with that.
Okay, all right, that's that. I definitely do agree with the.
You definitely agree with it. So you think Tekken is the only game in general, the only
that I've come across recently, that
really?
when I watch it, that when I actually watch the game, I'm like, yeah, I see it. When I watch a lot of these other games, I don't see it. Huh?
I was gonna say Soul Calibur, but that's not about no more.
Yeah, I don't see Soul Calibur being played no more like that. Yeah,
that's done. Okay, fair enough for Tekken. I guess fair.
That's my topic.
I feel like, okay, sorry, one last thing. I feel like there's other games that have a skill difference, but I feel like Tengen's at the top of that. Okay. Where it's clear where there's a skill difference.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, no, as you were. Sorry. That took
fair enough. Fair enough.
It's a tantrum. One on a whole tantrum. Okay, cool. So
what you got for me next?
But
one more, yeah.
How much do you have?
I got 2 more.
Okay, do yours.
Shall I do mine? Alright, say less.
Yeah, might be fair.
Alright. Say less. Do mine real quick. Man, these are just some quick fire questions that I got. Really, they're not really too.
Oh god, I'm gonna speed through this.
Quick fire questions. All right. So, all right, my question is not even a question. It's just name. All right. So, give me your top 3 best video games for soundtrack. Right.
Number
soundtrack, not gameplay. For soundtrack.
Soundtrack.
Top 3.
Sonic. Number 1. Sonic. Flat out.
Which Sonic?
Every Sonic. There's not a Sonic where there's a bad OST, bro. Sega.
This guy loves Sonic, bro. You see this guy? I tuned into his stream. Now, let me tell the people, fam. I tuned into this guy's stream randomly, yeah? This guy will be playing this, bro. He'll be playing the oldest Sonic game in the book, fam.
No,
he'll be playing the Sonic game from 2004, fam. The game looks like I made it.
Bro, what are you talking about? No,
bro, I've tuned into your stream and you played some of the worst looking
Sonic games
I've ever seen, fam. Well, you play Sonic games that were crashing your game, fam. Crashing your PC.
Nah, there's no Sonic game in the world that would crash my PC, bro.
Bro, I've seen you play some terrible games, fam.
The only games I have played on stream with Sonic was Sonic Mania, Sonic Frontiers, and then this new one. Oh, you know what? Actually, I did play Sonic.
Did you play Sonic 06?
Yeah, that one.
Bro, that was horrible.
Yeah, I got asked to do it, but I did it. That was horrible. That's a horrible.
Bro, that's the worst thing I ever seen in my life.
Yeah, no, that game, I'll give you that. That game was horrible. Bro. I got asked to do it, so I just did it. So I was like, why not? But even though that game was absolute garbage, the soundtrack is good. No one's gonna tell me the soundtrack's bad. Sega just generally do not mess with Yakuza games, with Sonic games. Every Sonic from the start.
Yakuza goes in with soundtrack.
Exactly, yeah, and it's because it's Sega. Sega just don't mess with the OSTs, and Sonic is a clear example of that. Like they've had bad games, but the Forces was shit. Sonic Forces was horrible, shite, and literally, it was horrible. But the OST banged. Sonic Unleashed. There's so many songs that you'll hear in people's videos, and you'll be like, "Oh yeah, it's a Sonic song." You didn't even realize it. There's so many.
Sega glazing. Man's glazing Sega, fam.
That's not even glazing. Sonic just, bro. I generally, I'm being so. It's not even glazing. It's just factual at this point. There's not one game in Sonic's history where you can say the OST is bad. The game can be bad, but the OST hits. I generally can't.
Okay. Not fair. What's number 2 then?
Oof. Okay. Now just okay. Sega was always the obvious, but
It can be another Sega game, but it's the
no. When I put Sonic, I'm gonna put Yakuza and Sonic together because they're basically Sega. So I feel like those two,
Okay.
the OST for them are go hard no matter what situation you're in. I just had the game in my head. Okay, I'll come back to it. Kingdom Hearts has a good soundtrack.
Yeah,
Kingdom
I
Hearts.
can respect it. I can
Kingdom
respect
Hearts.
it.
Every theme, every setting, game can be bad, but once again, actually, no, I don't know much I memories. But the music for that game is really good. It gets repetitive, but the music for it is fire. Absolutely fire.
Kingdom Hearts is cold.
No, situation. They make you feel the situation that you're in. Like you can feel it. I'll 100% guarantee that. There was a game in my head just now, but it just left me. But I can come back to it.
I can give you my 3.
Sorry, I remember it now. I remember.
Go on.
Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. OST in that game.
You know what's crazy? Okay, actually, you know what? Yeah. I was about to say you chose the wrong Dragon Ball game.
No, not
but
OST.
Tenkaichi 2 actually has the second best OST out of the Dragon Ball games. So I'll give it to you.
Yeah, you know what? I'll say 3 was a better game, definitely. But I think 2 are better.
Tenkaichi 3 is a better game, but you're on the wrong thing in general, bro. I'm not even talking about a Tenkaichi game. I'll get onto mine after.
Tenkaichi,
you got Budokai Tenkaichi 2, yeah?
Yeah, because bro, the opening, it's iconic. Dun, bro. Oh, I'm gonna flap it.
Yeah,
bro.
Opening. Oh my god. Oh, bro. Oh. I can't lie to you.
The first one wins that though.
The first one was the best one. The first Budokai Tenkaichi 1. Budokai Tenkaichi 1.
Yeah, you know what? The animation
had the best opening. Yeah, opening scene, opening anime, everything.
Yeah,
but
not the
OST and that soundtrack in general for the whole game. Tenkaichi 2 was better.
Definitely. There was that weird moment in the first one though. Like they were kind of sus. They were going like they were doing that head movement
at the end, bro.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
But that's the best part, man. What do you mean? That's the best part, bro. What do you mean?
It was supposed to be like, why are you going like,
bro?
Fam. You just got fighting Boo and you're dead mewing head thing with Vegeta. No, that's crazy. That's wild.
All right, cool. My 3, number 1. Mine's in no order. But number 1, Jack X. Combat Race.
Jack X.
Listen,
Jack X.
If you man don't know about if you play Jack X out there, because people know about the Jack and Daxter series. Everyone's I know about Jack and Daxter. You probably play Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, cool. But not everyone knows about Jack X.
The racing one, right?
Yeah. Literally the best racing game you would ever play in your life.
Wow.
One. There's not one racing game that exists that is a better experience than Jack X. There's a reason I never enjoyed Mario Kart as a kid. I never enjoyed Mario Kart. I'll never touch a Forza game. I played Need for Speed games, didn't enjoy them. The only Need for Speed game I enjoy is Most Wanted. That's the only one I
You didn't like Underground too?
I didn't care for it. I'm playing Jack X, fam. The greatest.
The
greatest. Jack X is the greatest racing game you will ever play, fam.
Bro. Well, OST though.
Greatest OST as well, yes. Really? Gameplay is the greatest. But see, this is how you know it's a great game. This is an OST. This is a question about the soundtrack, and I got into the gameplay. I'm not even supposed to be getting into the gameplay. Those that play the game, you don't know. But it's got the greatest soundtrack as well. Crazy. The soundtrack fits the game so well.
I need to.
So that's my number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, I actually have a Dragon Ball game as well, but I chose a different one.
What did you choose?
Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3, not Tenkaichi. Budokai 3.
Budokai 3.
Budokai 3.
I never actually played Budokai 3 though, but I heard it sucked. I played Infinite World.
You heard what? You heard it sucked.
Huh? No.
You heard the game sucked.
No, No, I said I heard of Infinite World, not heard it sucked.
Oh.
I've
I thought you
never
said.
heard much about Budokai.
Okay, bro, but Budokai is obviously before the Tenkaichi series, it was Budokai. So I had all of them. I had
I heard it's a
Budokai
mini
1,
game,
2, 3, and then I had Tenkaichi, Tenkaichi 2, Tenkaichi 3, all of them. But Budokai 3 was like a 3D game. You had side steps in that game.
It was 2D, 2D.5. Oh, actually, no, it
Was that 2.5? Was that 2.5?
Yeah.
But you had like little side steps and stuff, and you were flying around. Bro, it was gameplay wise, it's way better gameplay wise than the Tenkaichi 3. Tenkaichi 3, in my opinion, only has one thing better that's going for it than the Budokai series. It has more characters. It has like way more characters. Because
several years.
Yeah. The Budokai series has a lot of characters as well, like better characters. But Tenkaichi was just on another scale.
Tenkaichi had a Rip Whip Goku shirt, Goku normal shirt, Rip Goku shirtless Goku. Yeah, no, they had loads.
Tenkaichi just had a lot of like useless characters as well. Like they had like bro,
Pan,
Cyberman, just characters that didn't really matter. Budokai 3 also had some of them characters, but less.
Yeah, they probably did. That was more mini games, though, innit? Well, I felt like it was more mini games when every time I saw gameplay of it.
What, of Budokai?
Yeah, because like sometimes you
go bro, these are full games.
No, because like I remember you go in and do an attack, you do a special move, and then now you're doing like a mini game to make sure that it hits and lands, even though you landed it. And then you have a person who guesses right, they avoid it.
No, but that's only specific hits. That's only specific hits.
Okay, so it's not.
You'd pretty much get a certain hit that'll be like a certain attack that you have, and then it's a 50-50 situation. You have to press a button, and if your opponent presses the same button as you on defense, he gets out of the situation. If you press 2 different buttons, then you keep going, you keep attacking.
Yeah, that's a mini game right there. That's crazy.
Yeah. But the gameplay was so sick. But soundtrack wise, the game is amazing. It sounds great. It's got a great soundtrack. I play it on my stream all the time as well.
Do you?
Yeah, some of them. No, not the whole thing, but some of it.
I slap in Budokai Tenkaichi 2 on there because it bangs. But anyway, what's your...
And then my third one is Dragon Quest 8.
Okay, I will have no clue about that one.
That's when I was in my adventure game bag. Before I started competing and stuff, I was in my adventure games.
You were playing
yes, make sure you check out our TikTok on why competitive games kill off story games for us, but make sure you guys check it out. But that's when before I was competing, playing adventure games. Dragon Quest 8 might be my best game, my favorite game of all time. It's
seriously?
top 3. It's top 3.
Whoa. I didn't expect that from you. I can't lie. That's a turn-based game as well.
It's also top 3 soundtracks of all time for me. Games.
I thought you were gonna say Final Fantasy. I was like, I'll be honest, I'm surprised.
Fun fact, I don't really like Final Fantasy.
Wait, at all?
I don't really care for it. I played Final Fantasy 13 2X2 or whatever it's called.
13. What, Lightning Returns?
No. I have Lightning Returns out. It's in my house somewhere. My brother plays it a lot.
What, the one that Lightning?
It didn't have Lightning there. It had the 3 girls. It had Yuna and the 2 other girls.
I have no clue about that Final Fantasy, I'll be honest. I just got into it myself, but fair enough. I just know 7.
I'm not the biggest
and 16.
I'm not the biggest fan of Final Fantasy. I don't really care about it too much.
Don't like the OST though.
I don't really pay attention to it. The OST was really good for the one I played. I liked it. But the game itself, I don't know. I just never really
connected.
I have to be interested in the lore and the story to really be interested. I just know I like Sephiroth. That's it.
You know, fair.
That's it, yeah.
He's the guy. I can't lie. But fair enough. All right, cool. I didn't expect your thing to be like that. I can't lie. For a second, I thought you were going to say Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter 5 OST.
Nah, bro.
Street Fighter 4 OST, at least.
Street Fighter 4 OST is better than 5 OST, but it's not the greatest OST I've heard, though.
Just remixes, isn't it? Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got like another quick question like that as well.
Sure.
As my topic, and then you can probably go into your last topic. I don't know how long yours is, but
it won't be long, but we'll see. Yeah.
So let me quickly go into my thing, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's just an anime convo. Oh no. Okay.
So
you're about to get toxic in here.
Give me your top 3 most anticipated animes right now. Right now, the top 3 most anticipated animes. What are you looking forward to?
What that's going to come out? Oof.
That's going to come out, yeah.
Can't lie to you. Okay. Well, we all know this is gonna be a no-brainer, but obviously Jutsu Kaisen the next season, because I can't lie to you. Jesus Christ, this season was nuts. This season was nuts. So the next arc is going to build up for that, and a lot of stuff happens. And I'm trying to avoid spoilers. Every day I see something to do with this thing, whether it's on my TikTok or whatever. I'm trying to avoid it like the plague. When I was at a Comic-Con once, my friend told me to look at this guy's cosplay because it was a spoiler to the show. Imagine that.
Man said man's cosplay was a spoiler to the show. What?
Bro,
how's man serious. Cosplaying a manga? Wait, man cosplayed a manga art because wait, that is crazy. Do you know why?
Tell you
when you wait, hold on, after rant fam. Yeah. When you read manga, there's no colors. The only time you'll get colors is that, like, at the end of the chapter, there'll be one color page. Yeah. Yep. So man cosplayed that one color page, which I don't know what it is, and came to an anime convention, and that was a spoiler, fam. That's
what I know is that my man had a box on him, and then he had a picture of something. I didn't see it. He just said, "Don't look." So it must have been of a comic strip or something. But I don't know who he even was. I honestly, I'm glad I didn't see it, and I'm glad my friend was there because I would have looked at it and I've been like, "Wait, no!" And then I've been spoiled. They've been over for me.
That's crazy.
What else was I gonna say? Obviously, all right, Blue Lock. I can't wait for
Blue Lock in there.
Blue Lock. Oh, last year when it came through and released, bro, I said I have to watch it. I have to watch it all. That's like the only anime I rewatched more than once because I was just so infatuated with what it was trying to convey as a message and how it's just peak. It's just peak. So when that movie comes out with Nagi, even though I don't even care about the prelude, I still want to watch it because I'm still curious to see how that's even going to go. I don't know why they're covering that and not the series, but what do I know? There's that. So the Blue Lock.
Number 3.
I was going to say Classroom of the Elite, but that's out now. So I don't need to. That's not really.
Yeah, that's already out. There's only like 2 episodes out of it. So.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but I need to. MASH. I've watched MASH though, but bro, that opening has banged. And it's like the most anyway. What was I gonna say? It's hard now with this one because obviously the third one is too hard because you've got Demon Slayer that's coming back this year. You've got.
I forgot Demon Slayer was coming back. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Damn, that's crazy. Really? Demon Slayer.
I forgot it was like coming
back again. Yeah, it's a whole new arc. So there's that. There's The Eminence in Shadow. It's kind of hard. I don't know what my final one would really be.
Stuff in it. Because you probably have stuff you're watching now, but upcoming stuff is a bit.
Upcoming stuff. So stuff that I've like. You know what? I'm gonna say this. This might sound wild. I don't know. Controversial. It might be controversial, but I think I'm gonna say because Konosuba's coming back. I'm gonna say Tokyo Revengers.
Okay. Nah, I'm not mad at that.
Because
a lot of people are hating on Tokyo Revengers. I like it.
The show bangs. It bangs. I can't lie to you. I don't think there's a reason for you to hate. Like, I guess I've had people say that. A friend of mine did say that he doesn't really like us. Like, why? Because they're a gang and they're doing stuff that they wouldn't usually do. But I'm like, okay, but Yakuza does the same thing. Kiryu was a 20-year-old man when he first started, badding up people. Obviously, they're younger. That's some of the stuff that's happening is crazy. But the show delves in it, especially the latest season. A lot
of people don't like the main character. That's the thing.
Oh, Takemichi. Yeah,
people don't like the main character because he's a crybaby.
He's basically that's the whole point, though. It's to show like the whole point of the character is to show you that despite he might change in the future, but it's to show that despite him not being weak, as long as you have courage, you can motivate others around you to, do things. Yeah. But obviously, I get that he's weak, and there's been times I was watching, I'm like, bro, throw a punch, please, hit. Land, but then you realize people he's fighting against aren't people that you can they're
not normal people, fam.
Yeah, they might know how to fight. They can rock. So it's like it's not like he's fighting civilians. He's fighting people that have been up teachers for fun, and all of them. They're like basketball prospects and gangs. It makes like
that man are like 8 foot, fam.
Bro, Draken, tall brother.
That's my guy, bro.
Bro, he's a G, bro. And then Mikey's like the shortest brothers ever. But if he kicks you once, hey, The show's hype. The only thing that I see that kind of lets it down is animation sometimes. The animation.
I think what's letting it down is they keep changing storylines a bit too much.
Dynamic, but I think that's the point of it though, because it's kind of
it's
time travel,
isn't it?
And come back. Yeah, you know
what?
I
think some people are getting confused with it a little bit.
It's not hard to be honest. Let me not say that. I don't think it's hard to follow because if you played Kingdom Hearts and followed that storyline, nothing is hard to follow anymore. I can't lie. But with that, I can understand that. But I feel like that's the idea because things keep changing as it goes on. Otherwise, it's never a consecutive pace. It's always dwindling. Nothing's certain, innit? At least with this guy in Kisaki. What was I gonna say as well? If it wasn't Tokyo Revengers, because I just seen it, I would say RE0 because RE0 is got bare animation. The storytelling is beautiful. The storytelling is really good. Every episode is full of suspense. And the anime is good when the anime purposely skips the opening, doesn't let you hear the opening, and you get 5 minutes extra of like runtime. I kid you not, I was watching one and it had like 25 minutes, or it was like 28 minutes, and just to top it off, no ending. You just see the credits.
Just straight content. Yeah,
straight content. Like, and that's adapted from a novel, bro. I could say one more that's a contender, but I don't know if we have time for that.
I mean, if you want, it's up to you, bro.
All right, cool. I'll say it again.
What
86. I
haven't heard of that.
Yeah, it's a different kind of show. It's more psychological, but it's like picture it as Attack on Titan, but actually made by the same composer for Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan, but the show has what's the show have? This show is more about like World War II. So it's kind of like I'll give you the perspective and everyone who's watching So basically how it is, imagine if Hitler won. Let's just say that. Imagine if Hitler won. That sounds crazy, but imagine if Hitler won. There's an Aryan race. Everyone's the same. Everyone's got the same features. Yep. No one is basically different. Except that the only difference of this is that they've started something that they need to finish. Like they set out a whole set of robots or drones or something who are powerful to wipe out other empires, because that's what you tried to conquer. Now this time it's like it's backfired on them, and now they have to fight back. But instead of fighting back themselves, because they're above that clearly, they use people from who are different to them, who are born differently,
to sacrifice them and pretty much
not sacrifice, but to fight for them. But I guess you could say sacrifice because a lot of them
they don't care if they die in it.
Yeah, a lot of them go into war with these things, but they're in mechs. It's not mechs, but it's like driving things. It's weird. I can't really explain it. And one character from this show feels like everything is unjust and shouldn't happen. So whenever she's like a leader, because everyone in the military is a squad leader for these people and they command them.
Yeah,
she generally cares for her team, and as you see as it goes on, you start to understand the perspective of the people who live outside their world, who she's talking to, and so and so. And it's really good because you start to see the mentality of certain characters. And I can't lie, I think the story's just really good, and the combat's good too, and the OST hits as well because the same composer who made Attack on Titan. But I won't lie and say like it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody, but it does hit. And it's a light novel. I've started to realize light novel adaptations always bang. But sorry, I digress.
No, fair enough. All right.
What's yours, bro?
Now, mine.
Let's hear it.
Mine.
Yeah.
Number one, it's a no-brainer. Literally a no-brainer. What you say?
I didn't even say Dragon Ball. I completely forgot about that. But go ahead.
Dragon
Ball Super. Not Daima, Super.
Dragon Ball Die, bruv.
No. Anticipated Super. Anticipated Super.
Is that coming back?
Huh?
Is that coming back?
It hasn't come back since.
That's yeah.
Super.
Mine is a no-brainer. Number one, Bleach. Obviously,
has
the
it
next
not
part
come back?
Bleach has come back, but in
come
parts.
Back again.
I'm waiting for the next part.
Another part.
Yeah, bro, it ain't over. You thought they were done? Come on,
bro. I thought it was finished. They didn't Attack on Titan.
Nah, bro. There's more. There's more to come.
Part 3, part 5.
More to come. Waiting on the next part of Bleach.
Okay.
No brainer.
That's a good choice.
Number 2. You know what? I've got a whole background just for number 2, fam.
Wow, this is serious.
Of
course. Might as well put the music on. Of course.
Listen, bro. Rue Lock. Oh my god. Blue Lock only has one season out of the anime so far. And it's already in my top 5
Has to be.
animes. Already. It has one season. How many episodes? One season of like 12. Is it 12 episodes? 24?
24.
23,
Yeah.
24?
Yeah.
And it's already in my top 5, bro. This show is. I don't even like football. To you lots Americans, soccer, whatever you want to call it. Yeah?
Soccer.
It's football though.
It's football.
I don't even like football. I don't watch football. I don't care about football. I don't follow. I don't care about football. This show, this ain't football, fam. This is something else, bro. This ain't football. This feels like you're watching something different, bro. It's not even the same, bro. This does something to your brain. The show makes you smarter. Oh my days. Hold on. Oh my, I'm about to, bro.
Oh, he's ready.
This show explains luck to you, bro.
Yeah.
Luck ain't luck. Luck is not what you think. It's not. You don't just get lucky. It don't exist. Luck is opportunity meets skill.
So true,
bro. The show explained that to you. Luck is opportunity meets skill. There's some people who you think might get more lucky than you, but they just have the skill that meets the opportunity.
They put themselves in the best position possible. So yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying, bro? This show's different, bro. This show's different. My number 2 is Blue Lock. I encourage everyone to watch Blue Lock. If you haven't watched it,
this definitely another time as well, because
100%
section. It deserves a topic.
100%.
It deserves a topic.
It deserves its own thing, bro. If you're somebody who thinks you need to like sports or anything to watch a sports anime like Blue Lock, you don't. You do not. You don't need to understand anything.
Yeah.
You don't need to understand the rules of the sport. Anything. Watch Blue Lock. It's amazing.
Anyways,
yeah, literally. Number 3, Blue Exorcist. I'm kind of cheating because Blue Exorcist is out, but I had this as one of my topics before Blue Exorcist actually came out and like dropped the new season and stuff.
Yeah.
But Blue Exorcist, I need to actually watch the new episodes that dropped and stuff for the new season.
Or the Kyoto Saga. Yeah. I haven't actually watched it, but I heard it's mid. I can't lie, I heard it was mid.
I like Blue Exorcist.
Is it really is it good generally? Or is it kind of
it good. I'm not gonna say it's a top tier show. I don't think it's a top tier show. It's a good show though. No, it's not a top tier show. It's a good show though. It's a show that I enjoyed watching, and it's been a long time since I've seen it. So I want to see how it gets adapted now in 2024 now. Like it was a while back. So I want to see how it gets adapted now in 2024.
Okay.
But in general, the reason why it's number 3 is because I'm not that all excited for anything else at the moment. So that's usually just why.
To tell you the truth, I couldn't think of anything that was new that was coming out that I haven't already seen.
Yeah, and you took Tokyo Revengers, and I didn't want to take Blue Lock and Tokyo Revengers, so I'm saying.
You should have did top 5. Top 5, I could have been able to list the bear, but top 3, that was hard. I had to think.
Top three makes it hard.
Yeah.
Top 3 makes it harder.
100%.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for my topics today, man. Let me know if you got one last one.
I do.
We can run through that.
All right, this one.
You got a background for this one?
Oh yeah.
Going back to
I have a background. I have a thought on it.
Of course, Sonic. This guy's obsessed, bro. I'm telling you, this guy's got a Sonic obsession, fam. It's actually crazy, bro.
Why are you making this seem like I have a Sonic obsession, bro?
It's crazy, bro.
Bro, I've been playing since childhood, bro.
Man's got a Sonic background that it's in 12K quality, yeah, but he'll stream a Sonic game that's been out in 2001. Nah, bro.
Bro, it was one time with Sonic 06, bro. No, more like 2 times. But I got asked what you want to do. I have it. I haven't finished it still. Bro. I might stream it though. I can't lie. I might stream it. It has to be done, man. A question I have to ask you is: should OSTs be normalized? Music be normalized? And what I mean by that, should be jamming to it out in person or in clouds or whatever be a normalized thing? Because obviously, we know there's bangers.
Huh? Oh, right? Okay. Now go ahead. Cook. Now you're cooking.
Because OSTs obviously bang, and obviously, as we realized, even though some games might drop in quality, the OSTs always start to go up. Besides 356, they start to go up. So it's kind of like a question of, because if you start just playing this out loud in front of people, are they gonna like rate you for playing it, or are they gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?" So it's a question of, should it be normalized in a way where it's like it's normal to like have these, to play music?
I think it should be normal, but it depends what setting you're in. For example, in everything you do, music has to fit the scenery. So, for example, I'm not gonna go to a club. Yeah, I'm not gonna go to a club and start playing Sonic 06 OST, bro.
Stop
That's what I'm
playing.
saying. That's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? So I think every in it that man's skanking the Sonic 06 right now, bro.
Literally.
I think every and with music, it depends on the setting you're in. Like, what are we doing? Where are we at? You go to an anime convention, if you hear anime music, you're not really gonna feel out of place.
Yeah,
right?
that's what it is.
If you're, it's whatever you jam to, man. But is your question? So, what is your question? Like, should you feel ashamed to play it in certain situations,
because obviously when you normalize it, like, because obviously you know how pop music and stuff is normalized, how Drake is normalized, and hearing it anywhere, everyone's like, okay, that's Drake or whatever. If you were to bang out just OST, let's say you were in your car, you're banging out Drake, music out loud, speakers out loud, that's calm, okay, because I don't think, okay, fair enough, that's Drake.
Yeah.
But imagine you're out there flipping, playing music, and then you're bringing on flipping techie music, and then just skanking out music out loud, and then all you're hearing is this.
I mean,
like, are you just gonna be like, we've got some jams and just?
Me personally, like, I think it's alright.
Yeah.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, you know.
You don't think so?
This is coming from someone who if you've ever been in my stream and you've seen me run my streaming playlist for hours in, I have the most random playlist. Because I always have my playlist on shuffle. I'm usually not one of those people that have music playlists categorized in R&B, then I want grime, then I want pop, then I want anime. I don't do that. I have it all randomized on shuffle. So my music will go from one thing to another thing. You might start hearing drill, and then the next song might be a lullaby, bruv. Like, it's actually crazy.
Like,
so yeah, literally. So me, this is my car, and I'm the one driving. I would not mind having anything I know that I listen to be played. But if someone was to get in the car with me, then it's not just my experience anymore. Okay, that's the thing. I know that I'm the outlier. I'm not normal when it comes to what I listen to. A lot of people have certain genres that they like, and they don't dabble with certain other genres. So I know that I'm not the norm. The general public prefers a certain type. Yeah. So then I would be like, okay, well, I'm not going to listen to what I like because I know someone else might not particularly like that. So I might change it up just to generalize what I know people would like. But if it's me by myself, I would actually just vibe to whatever I like.
See, that's because you're being courteous of the other person around you. But like, so does that kind of mean that you don't feel like it should be normalized? Should you feel like it should be in a situation like OST should be so normalized, like, or mainstream? Let's say like anime now, because anime before wasn't mainstream, and then when it became mainstream, it became normalized to watch anime. So like, do you feel like it should be in a situation where, let's say you have a girl in your car or whatever, and you're just jamming to Sonic tunes? Like, do you think that's a great? Just saying that's making me laugh, boy.
Yo.
Rolling around.
Man.
Yeah, no, but do you feel like that should be in a situation that, that should be like, she shouldn't judge me for that. She should just enjoy the music or be like, oh, okay, it's that. Like, do you feel like it should be normalized to the same way it gets to that point? Or do you feel like it should still be like, a certain theme or a certain situation?
I think it should definitely be a certain theme for a certain situation, but if the person was to decide to still play those things in those, like in a car with a girl or whatever, I think it should still be normalized. Like,
so you still feel like it should be played?
I'm assuming this is someone that you've not been with for long, because if this was your girl, she'd know that you watch anime, she'd know
I
that you like the
understand.
music.
Yeah.
But if this is just someone who's just there, the only reason why they would not want you to play that song or play that type of music is not based on them not liking it. Truly, it's really based on what they think other people will say if they hear it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's about how it is, basically. Yeah.
You know what I
But then,
mean?
yeah, I hear it.
So if you normalize it, people are no longer going to care that someone is hearing this song in this car with this guy that I'm with, and it's making me feel uncomfortable because I don't know how they're going to feel about me being in this car with this music playing. But if it becomes normal and people hear that song and they're like, yeah, I'm used to hearing this type of thing all around, no more issue. There's no issue no more.
Very mature way to think of it.
But if they genuinely don't like the song, though, then it's like, switch it up. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, no, fair enough. That's fair. That's a very mature response to have. Because obviously, I'm thinking, I kind of don't want it to be normalized because, like, if you normalize it and that's the one person's entire, like, just set of thingy, I have to hear that everywhere. And some people don't know when to switch it up or when to swap. So it's kind of like, I don't want to be hearing this when, like, I'm at a wedding. I don't want to be at someone's wedding and I'm hearing Death Note or something. I don't want to be hearing OSTs like that.
Yeah, me personally, I don't want that. I think it's best when it's played in certain settings, like when it suits. You know what I'm saying? Like people know when to put on R&B when it suits like the setting. Do you know what I'm
saying?
That's
the thing though. Some people don't know when the right setting is. So how would you be able to like?
Oh, you'd have to tell them. Like you'd have to be like, yo, like this ain't the right place or time to be.
And then you gotta make them feel bad though. That's the thing as well. They're like, oh, sorry, my bad.
No, bro. I mean, that's just how it is, bro. If that's how they take it, it's. But you gotta be real with them, innit? Like,
yeah, no, 100%.
I'm in your car. I'm not trying to hear flipping. I don't even know what I'm about to think of right now, fam. Like esports music, bro.
Listen, no, that's crazy hearing that in a car. If you're playing that, go home. I can't lie. Go home.
I'm not trying to hear that.
I'm not gonna play.
Yeah, I think definitely. Depending on the setting, I think you should choose a certain type of music in that setting. It just makes the vibe better. It makes more sense. And yeah, if I'm chilling with the guys and we're all like a group of people who watch anime and we're all in a damn, I don't know, in a room somewhere, pause. Like we could vibe. We could vibe to that because we all watch it and we're
100%.
fun.
Yeah, no, that I understand because obviously you're all in an environment where you always enjoy it. So you play the music you feel comfortable with, and you want to add more to that, or you can switch it up. No, I hear it 100%. But okay, cool. So you feel like it should be. I'm gonna ask you another one now. Do you think it ever will be normalized? Because obviously, the reason I thought about this question in the first place was because obviously, watching a bit of the Tekken stream, they had a whole intermission break where they were just banging Tekken 8 music. Yeah. I don't know if you saw that in the stream.
I did. I was watching it.
And I can't lie, it was slapping. There was a whole dance floor. So in that situation, why not? But like, you know,
I mean, they're doing whole like shows, whole like music shows of playing like Attack on Titan openings and stuff. And they've got people playing the violins, trumpets, live shows. People bought tickets to go watch the shows, watching it live, performing all the anime openings, and like they've got that stuff going on. I think it's slowly being normalized actually. I mean, anime in general. This all steers back to just anime in general, right? Because we're talking about anime music, like.
Yeah, I thought all OSTs, video game
OSTs in general. Even game, all of that is when you look at stuff like anime, it's getting normalized. 10 years ago, okay, not even 10 years ago, bro.
Well,
let's just say
8.
Even when we was in school, yeah. So like when we was in secondary school, yeah.
Yeah.
Anime wasn't mainstream, not mainstream. Definitely not. Like it was now. You didn't open up. You didn't. It was getting there, but you wouldn't open YouTube and see a Demon Slayer ad. You wouldn't open up YouTube and see all these different things. Like after time, you started seeing. I'll tell you when it started becoming way more mainstream. When Dragon Ball Super came about, stuff started becoming a lot more mainstream, and then My Hero came about, mainstream stuff, and then One Punch Man. One Punch Man and all that. Yeah, it was really like My Hero, One Punch Man. Well, what's the other one? My Hero, One Punch Man, Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah. I don't know what else came out at that time, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and then Demon Slayer came at some point afterwards and all of that.
Yeah, Demon Slayer. And then Rising came at some point during that too.
Yeah, and things just got a lot more mainstream. So I think it got normalized. Even having discussions about anime before, you'd have to damn near like. I have friends, right, who are a lot older than me, and they would tell me like, "Yo, when I was in school, if I found someone who like was into anime, you have to cherish that person because you two are probably the only people in that school who even know about anime or talk about anime." Now, if we look at when we was in school, we had a group of people,
several people. Yeah, I think almost the whole
year. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and nowadays it's damn near cool to like anime.
To watch anime,
like,
yeah,
it's a cool thing now. You know what I'm saying?
It's part of the shit. Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah,
it's being normalized.
Definitely has.
It's being normalized
slowly, I guess. No, you know what? In that case, I can see it. It slowly has obviously grown, and obviously
now with the era of streamers and streaming becoming more popular and all of that, gaming and stuff is becoming more.
That's true, because in most instances we don't get copyright if you listen to a video OST, so then you start to like it even more. I think it actually started, because I'm starting to realize it started to creep on me a bit in my on my Wrapped Up on Spotify. I don't know how it happened, but I didn't realize like because obviously I'm an open person, so I listen to a bunch of music of different types. I'm not going to discriminate just because I was always taught that when I was younger. So, but my Wrapped Up showed me that my genres that I was listening to, that anime and OSTs was kind of getting up there, and I was like, what? I was kind of shocked because a lot of OSTs are for specific reasons. They're made to like make you feel the moment. So like most times, I'll say when I use them, let's say like I'm playing Sifu. Yeah, that game slaps, but the music isn't that good. So in those situations, I'll slap on OST, and then bang, it makes the game that much more appealing, and it puts you in the zone, because certain songs will put you in the zone and stuff like that. But I guess with normalizing it, I guess you're right, it is kind of growing to become more normalized. But obviously certain places are not going to consider that. Obviously I feel like clubs are never going to play anything like that, at least in the UK.
Because it's not the right setting
definitely
to have that type of music there.
I don't think there'll ever be a time like there's just about K-pop events in clubs nowadays. There's K-pop events, and that's like one day in a month where that would happen. So it does feel like that, but fair enough. You feel like it should be normalized. Okay, I hear you.
Man.
So when there's more people,
it's my favorite. Yeah, like I feel like it should be normalized, but I feel like, I'm leaning more towards there's a time and a place for it to be played. I would prefer if it's only played in specific times. But I feel like it's going to get normalized regardless eventually.
So you're like me then. You kind of don't want it to be normalized, because if it gets normalized, it will get played whenever. Whereas, okay, fair enough. Yeah, because
I prefer if it's just the right time, right place, and
right area. 100%. Yeah, no, I agree with you with that. But yeah, that was my last one. That was my last one, bro.
How long has it been going? 2 hours and 23 minutes almost. This was a calm little podcast, man. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Can't believe it, bro.
It was a good one.
It was a really good one. God damn. 2 hours.
As always, you lot make sure you lot subscribe to the podcast channel. Tell your friends about it. One episode every single week. TikTok content, Instagram content, Twitter content. Make sure you guys follow us on all of our socials. And it's been your boy Fulfills.
It's been your boy KD Wills. Thank you for watching.
Make sure you lot tuning in, man.
100%. See you guys next week, same time.
Yeah. We out, man. Peace, you, man.
Peace.
Love.